Alright, let's see if this launches. Can you guys hear me alright, or am I coming in a bit quiet? What's it, kind of on your end there? Hey there, Pyro, welcome back to the stream. So, just started up. How's your weekend going? So, let me see what I have in terms of... Oh, I have a lot of Blackstone available. That's interesting. Well, let's see what my guy has for discipline abilities. And let me know if I'm coming in too quiet or if I'm not coming in, etc. Pardon me. Yeah, still no codex. Let's see what we get first. Either the fires over Crixus, I think it was, or the new codex. Well, I can't take this because I already have the Engine Seer one, although I could take it for more energy armor. Inversely, I don't have a headpiece yet, and that gives 2 hit points and 1 energy armor. And this just gives 1 energy armor, so I definitely take this, I think. Okay, and I got a bunch of augmentation capacity. So I get to go on to there. Yet a model revealed like 2 weeks ago was on pre-order. What model got revealed that's on pre-order? I'm sure there's one, I'm just not remembering off the top of my head. Ooh, aw. So one bad thing is I run out of cognition point, or out of augmentation slots very easily. So I have my healing stick, but I can also remove one of my pistols, remove the Mechadendrite, keep the axe, equip the Voltkite blaster, Age of Sigmar. What came out for Age of Sigmar? I'm trying to remember what they previewed. I know they previewed a bunch of orcs. Oh, the vampire monster lady? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Age of Sigmar. I do want to get into Age of Sigmar at some point. That'd be a fun game to kind of learn. I do kind of want this Volkite blaster. Oh, I also have macro stubbers now. I should consider... Well, at least ignore armor. Those are pretty good. So, that's interesting. Which one do I want to use? I can unequip the healing arm. I think this is okay for this guy for now. I mean, inversely, I can take this. Machine Spirit gives you +2 damage to attacks. That's pretty good. And then I can go down to here and utilize this. Eventually I get down to there, and that's when I just unequip the melee weapon and go ham. Obviously, the Mechadendrites don't count as a melee weapon, so I can still keep them equipped as needed. So I think I kind of like this ability here. What do I get if I go down here? I get healed 3 HP with a cooldown. That's not bad, but I don't really want it. And how much does it cost to get the next upgrade? 240 Blackstone. Yeah, let's go with it. I'm kind of unhappy about that. That's kind of a greedy upgrade, but I guess it allows me to do this. Ooh, look at that thing. That thing looks sick. Also, I don't know if there is music for the menu because I can't hear, only the voice. There is. My music settings are pretty low, though. I can play around with them a little bit. Let's see. Maybe that'll make it come in a little bit better. Before, what was happening was the music was louder than I was, so it's hard to hear. INO says, "What's up? Seen you around the subreddit and here. Thanks for the work you do." Hey man, it's thank you very much for that. It always feels really good when someone kind of shows up and is like, "Hey man, thank you for the work. I'm happy whenever I meet someone who enjoyed it." So that's kind of cool. Nice to always meet someone who enjoys what I've put out there. And honestly, it's one of those things where it makes it a lot easier to continue making content when you have viewers and people who enjoy what you do than it is when you're just kind of making it and no one sees it. And then I think I upgrade this guy. And before, see, I made the mistake. I got 2 shoulder pieces because I'm terrible. So I think I'm going to get a headpiece for him. He's my fast guy who's going into the Explorator. And I still have 167 Blackstone to play around with. I definitely want to keep some so I can deploy Skitarii. I can also... Oh, yeah, I should change these out. So, I have one that ignores damage. I had the one that did that. I kind of like going heavy on the physical. And one thing I might want to do is double Mechadendrites are kind of awkward. So I want to get this equipped. Because what that lets me do is it lets me grab... what is this thing called? A scanner? Just a scanner. It lets me grab cognition points from a target. So it lets me kind of funnel them into the Volkite Blaster on that one guy. Let's see what it costs to upgrade my 3rd Tech Priest. Next upgrade, so it'll put me down to 4 Blackstone. That's not a very comforting thought. Because the problem is, if I do that, then I'm just kind of stuck, I guess, with servitors, and I don't want to be in that position. So let's go into the missions. Let's see. Oh, question. What are your thoughts on the Disintegrated tank with the line of sight gun was nerfed? I actually made a post about this. I said it was a big hit onto it, and I think it's still okay. Someone did the math on it in response to my post, and they found that comparing it to the Faramite cannon, in many cases the Faramite cannon and the Belarus energy cannon still are somewhat comparable. And as a result of that, I think the Belarus is still fine as a choice, simply because it's our only way to ignore line of sight. I do think that it really comes down to points. So if the points are about the same as it was before, yes, the Belarus is worse now, and it makes the Scorpius less of an obvious choice, but it's still not a terrible choice. So it's kind of like when the Scorpius, both versions of the Scorpius, received the major points hike, and everyone thought it would be unplayable, and it just became a good option instead of an auto-include option. I still think the Belarus cannon is going to be a good option, though I think it does give a little bit more ability for the Faramite cannon to see play. I think the Faramite cannon needs to either be less points in the Belarus or the same amount of points, because paying 5 points more for something that we have a lot of in the army already doesn't make as much sense as paying or as not paying points to get the Belarus cannon, which brings something very unique to the army. And I think that uniqueness of being able to ignore line of sight is so important that even at the reduced stats, it's still going to be an okay pick. I mean, I enjoy AdMech, so it goes hand in hand. Hey, that's true. Let's see, nerf to strength 5 or 6? It's strength 5, I think. It's definitely not strength 6, because I think it was strength 6 before. Hey, welcome to Stream Eternal. Have you ever done a pure Secutor build? I hear it's really fun. I have, and honestly, I haven't really played this game that much. You'll see really quickly I'm not particularly good at this game. I'm kind of learning it as I go along, so this is the first playthrough that I'm going to actually go all the way through. I think the farthest I've been is about 30% based on my old saves, and that was a while ago, so I've never kind of gone through this game in that sense, so it'll be really fun to get all the way through it and to try different things. And then once we get through it the first time, so we're playing on hard mode right now, but once we get through it the first time, I want to go back and try different builds and different things. Mostly I'm doing like, most of what I do is I do a engine sear up to the auto heal 1, and then I'm building different paths for my different tech priests there. I name them after the audience as well. A strength 8 cannon is still good. Yeah, I mean, a strength 8 cannon's great. it's not that it's bad. It's just that like we get that on auto cannons, we get las cannons, torsion cannons. We have so many strength 8 options that it's one of those things where it's not that it's bad, and it's perfectly fine with the missile launcher still. It's just that we have so many options for that that it's more important to get that niche option than it is anything else. Okay, so let's see for quests. Oh, because I built it with the Faramite cannon because I thought it looked cool. Yeah, the Faramite cannon's fine. I've seen people play the Faramite cannon even now. Like there's nothing wrong with the Faramite cannon. The biggest issue with the Faramite cannon was that we have a bunch of things that kind of do the same thing, and we didn't have anything that did what the Belleros cannon did. So that's where it kind of ended up being in that niche. So this has Acanthrites, it has Immortals, Death Marks, and Necron Warriors. We get a decent amount of Blackstone. We get a level 2 Servitor, which is pretty good. And we get a collect 1 cognition point. So we get another one of the items that we have. What does this guy give? He gives us a heal 2 hit points. He gets us a item that gives us an energy shield, a little bit of Blackstone, same kind of enemies. Kefir has nothing for us. This guy gives us an axe that triggers an opportunity attack and immobilizes enemies, gives us a decent amount of Blackstone. The enemies are much more concentrated in this, so I'm kind of tempted to go with this guy. Hard mode with a Lord Astromar Acropus. I think I hold off on this, because I don't think I'll be able to do this. So it's between Scavolia and this guy. I think I want to do this guy because then I'll be able to upgrade one of my tech priests. I'll have a nice weapon, and then I'll be assured, or at least a lot more assured, to get this guy. So let's go with the Quartermaster. Let's find some isotopic materials for fuel. Always deploy the tech priests. I want 1 Servitor, and I'll deploy 1 of these Pyro Rangers, and then triggers an attack opportunity, avoid all opportunity attacks. Let's try this guy out. Okay. I would agree Iron Striders are good anyways. Yeah, I mean that's all it really comes down to is just how good Iron Striders are. If Iron Striders become worse, but again, it's the Torsion Cannon still out there, which seems to be way better after the update. Again, we don't know any of the points, so anything I say here could be completely different. Let's say if the Scorpius is way cheaper than an Iron Strider or something of that nature, yeah, you're gonna have the Scorpius be a really big threat with the Faramite. How do you feel about running super heavy House Raven Knights with Patrol of Metallica supporting them? I like the idea. I think the biggest problem with the Knights has always been, or has since the edition kind of changed over, has been that you end up in the situation where you're paying so many command points to get access to those Knights, which can sometimes be a little swingy, but we've seen the Knights list with things like the Raiders supporting them from the AdMech, and they've done very well. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for Knights and AdMech to be together. It's just how many command points you spend on it. I'm hoping they find some way to allow you to take quests from Mechanicus while not spending so many command points. And I think we are kind of seeing a preview of that in some of the books. One thing I did kind of mistake was I said you could take House Raven Knights within the defense cohort, but I think you still can't, or at least I know you still can't, but it seems weird the way they worded that ability, and then you still can't take it because they don't have a forge roll choice. So it's kind of awkward that they did it in that sense. The weird part was the missiles from the tank do a similar role to the Faramite cannon, but worse. Yeah, I mean that's not atypical for AdMech. You have to think about like the Dune Crawler, which had some of the similar abilities. Um, so it made sense to go Jack of all trades route with the Belros cannon. Yeah, there's some argument to that. It's one of those things where it's an awkward set of weapons, like you said, but I think the missile launcher is still okay as a Faramite cannon. It's just, to put it this way, yeah, the missile launcher allows you to skip the Faramite cannon in terms of power because you have something similar to it. But at the same time, if you're using the missile launcher, you're not necessarily avoiding line of sight, so you can use the Faramite cannon to your advantage in that sense as well. I have a list, and I'm working. sorry, I have a list I'm working on with Cerastus, I want to say. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. Cerastus, Knight Lancer as a warlord with supporting Electro Priest. That could be cool. I mean, there's so much room for innovation within 40k that just because something is meta or something's not meta doesn't make it right or wrong. So let's see real quick. We have our first objective here. We want to skip this. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fastest route. Inversely, let's say we get damaged here. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and hope for a healing glyph there. Oh, that reminds me, I'm in the picture that I sent, the inner robes are gray. Pardon for the bad lighting on those pics. That's not a problem. It's good to know though. I like the paint scheme. I'll have to play around with it because I don't really get a chance to use those colors very often, so it'll be fun to play with them. It's similar to a little bit of the colors I used on some of my Sisters of Battle that I started painting, so it's not too asimilar, but it is a bit different. So let's see, we have some warriors. Warriors, we're probably going to get some more warriors. We have an Acanthorite, and we have a consul. So I think this guy's fine where he is. I want to send one guy through this channel. And, ooh, there's 2 Acanthorites actually. That's kind of scary. And I want to, do I want to deploy anyone? No, I don't think I need to deploy anyone. So I think I want to put this guy here, because I want to be able to run over and grab this. Well, actually, so even if I have to kill all enemies, I can always backtrack, and I can destroy the console after I've scanned it. So I think I actually, no. So what I do, I put this guy here, because he's my fastest guy. He goes this direction, takes out this warrior. I put my slower guy here, who has a little bit more shooting capability. And this guy can go here, he's even a bit slower. Well, no. I want to put him here. Is this a cognition point? I don't think it is, because it's orange, but it's not showing the symbol. Anyway, if it is a cognition point, I would have started him here, and then just ran him back, but whatevs. Let's see. I'm honestly waiting. Oh wait, didn't a pure knight list go get high placing like only one? There've been a couple. There've been a couple knight lists that got placing. A lot of times, the problem with knights is they're very swingy right now. So it's not that they can't do well. It's just that oftentimes they're just having a bit of difficulty to do as well as they should. Let's see. I grab. Actually, do I just delay this guy? I think I delay this guy because I have the Volkite Blaster. That's an interesting question. Do I delay this guy or do I just target this guy? I think I don't really. Okay, I delay this guy. That's what I do. Let's see. I'm also waiting to see if they allow Mars and House Craft synergy because I really love the Knight Lancer. 5 attacks at strength 16. Jeez. Armor penetration 4, D8 on a charge is disgusting. Yeah, that sounds brutal. I mean, 5 attacks is kind of low, but still, that'll do a lot of damage. It'll destroy pretty much any vehicle. Grass does some close combat, big synergy. Plus, they do something cool by allowing House Raven Knights to allow them to get Mechanicus all game long for 1 command point. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's the weirdest thing about that 1 command point Mechanical thing is that it says it ignores any of the restrictions from being in a certain house, which is really confusing because it sounds like it was supposed to be able to be used with the different, like the different, sorry, I'm kind of doing 2 things at once, with the different types of, like, defense cohort builds, because that's what it sounded like it was supposed to be. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like that's the case, which is kind of annoying, but what can you do about it? Let's see, so I'm going to walk into position with this guy. There seems to be another console here, so I don't know if I can actually gain things. Let's see if I can extract a cognition point. Oh, extract 1 cognition point. directly from a target. Oh, okay, this is like on a range. So I can distract it from there. That's cool. Okay, that's like an extra servo skull. So I can smack him. Again, attack of opportunity. I can even use the Mecha Dendrites, which don't really do anything because he's right there, but that's fine. And now I can use the Volkite Blaster at the Acanthite. This guy's a little annoying because he has so much armor. So I'm using him kind of to block line of sight there. I think that pillar isn't active. I believe it looks similar to others with command points. Yeah, it wasn't so much that it just looked similar. It was that it looked similar and... Wait, something doesn't add up here. Oh, this guy probably has the something that uses a command point? No, this guy has the axe that uses a command point. So what did I use a command point on? That's weird. This is all kinds of strange. I'm just gonna move this guy here. I can probably get a shot off on the Necron or something. Can I do that here? No, I can't get a shot. I would have liked to shoot this guy because it's an energy attack and it would have ignored the armor. But, okay, so all these guys are high armor. I kinda just end this turn for this guy. Now I move here with this Tech Priest. And I take a shot at this guy. Hopefully I can just destroy this Acanthite. Hopefully it's also not like super high armor. Oh, wow, this uses a cognition point. I should unequip these. That was dumb of me. And there are no more command points. Awesome. Yeah, I should swap out these. I realized the error of my ways. But I can scan this guy to try to do a point of... That's the one thing, sometimes it's a little bit annoying. Okay, so I can destroy the Acanthite, most likely. And I don't... Oh, I can't even move into position. Wow, this is terrible. Yeah, I kind of... Oh, wait, no, wait. Haha. Gain 6 cognition points. Mechanicals. Gotta remember Mechanicals. So let's see. Hey boy, how are you enjoying the best Warhammer game? Having a good time with it. Welcome to the stream, Dasfac. The Knight of the Iron Cog stratagem is referring to Adeptus Mechanicus as if it was a core keyword. Yeah. How does the Crusade... Oh, how goes the Crusade? Wow, I'm terrible at reading today. Doing well. I've already made misplays, so that's always a good start. But I did remember Mechanicals, as you can see. I didn't fail completely there. Ah, this is sweet. Now I can move in range of this guy for 1 cognition point and just start wailing away at him. See, this is how important it is to remember things like Mechanicals. However, I'm going to do like 0 damage to him. Because, you know. But maybe I can get 1 damage through when he moves away. Oh damn! The first pistol takes 3 cognition points. Yeah, I need to get that item or the ability that reduces cognition point use, because it's such a drain on the points. You know, I think I just deploy. Well, I can pick up a bunch of cognition points. So I think I just deploy this guy. Well, no, I deploy this guy. You know why? Because everything has had like super high armor so far. So this guy's probably gonna do more work for me. Like I'm doing like 0 damage to this guy. 4 damage. Okay. So apparently attacks of opportunity ignore armor to some extent. Does anyone else listen to the soundtrack on Blast? Any excuse you get? Yeah, I listen to it a lot when I paint, or at least I used to. I haven't listened to it as much. It's also nice that they're shooting my guy with a bunch of energy armor. This thing's being annoying though. Okay. I think I delay this guy's turn, because once again, I just want to get the command points and stuff and start doing work with those. That's getting a little out of hand, though. Let's see what happens here. So 2 damage. So it seems like there's something with the armor. I think I also just run this guy. Like, I can heal him. That's the other thing, is I can heal him. Even the ES. So. There's no way I can get past this Necron. Maybe this is a bit of a misdeploy over here, but that'll be fine. Oh. Just move him into range of this guy, just to annoy him. Okay. Oh, I don't have any skulls. That's not good. That's definitely not good. When I'm out of cognition points. I think I used the 10-point heal on this guy. Just to keep him alive, and it gives me the full 10 points of healing. Let's do that. This is where it becomes a little sketchy, but... Okay. That was good. That was good. Can't attack anything, nothing's in range, but... Okay. I just move this guy back and forth just to get the command points. But first I'll probably... Can't shoot there. Well... Let me move this guy here. Grab the point. Because I'd rather have the point than the damage he'll do with his shooting attack. And then I can move him here. Okay, that's fine. Now I get to use this guy. The saddest part is that I have no easy way of shooting anything. So I think I just go here and just smack this guy. This is a bit awkward because, well, it's not that awkward. Because in fact, now I might just be able to destroy this guy and get a point off it. YOLO. YOLO works. Okay. Well, I'd rather get the command point off this. Go back here to hide to get the command point off this. Okay, we're kind of back in action, and I can clear these guys out, and then I can potentially just blow up the Acanthrite with random stuff. So this worked out pretty well. This worked out a little less well all of a sudden. But it seems like these generated Necron Warriors aren't as much of a threat as some of the other ones. Yeah, let's just... No, I don't really want this guy. I kind of want to deploy here with this guy. Or like here, and then... Well, everything has so much... You know, I think this guy will probably get murked, but he'll get his command points back. I find it's best to use the 1 damage Servo Skull ability to finish off big crons when they're down. Yeah, that's a big point of why I got it, just so I could kind of take enemies out from a range, because it can go anywhere, which is very useful. And I'm just gonna move this guy literally here, just so he soaks all the damage and gets me some cognition points. That hurt. So I'm just gonna smack here. That's the other nice thing about the Mechadendrites, is you can just walk around and poke things. Well, smack that guy. Out of curiosity, well, yeah, I'm just gonna go grab it. Maybe it'll end the mission. Who knows? Let's find out what happens when I go here. If it ends the mission, I'm happy, but if it doesn't, I'm fine. Yeah, I guess battle objectives kill all enemies, so it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna grab... Well, this is all kinds of awkward. I don't want to lose the damage for 2 turns, but I also want the points, because then I can deploy, like, the Marshal. Or abusing terrain against them. Yeah, terrain seems to be, like, the big thing that kind of does it. Oh, sorry, I'm way back in the chat. I find it's best to... Okay, from what I've gathered from Knights, tourney players, their issue is surviving long enough to contest objectives and not being able to chase down annoying infantry hidden in ruins, or abusing terrain against them. Yeah, from what I heard, if Knights go first, they have a huge advantage than if Knights go second. Which is why my lists have 2 boats with shirtless himbos and Inquisitor. Yeah, I mean, I think that's also why the Knights lists that did run, certain threats utilized. So the Knights lists that have done well, a lot of times took, like, the maximum amount of raiders that they could get, and I think the obvious reason for that was simply that it allowed them to have that mobility and damage output for smaller targets. See, this guy dies, but I get 2 cognition points. I don't know. I probably misplayed this a little bit in this area here, but this might be the hardest battle, and then everything else might be pretty easy. Let's see, what can he reach? Ooh, well, that's going in there. This ranger has just been fantastic. So, well, I think I know what I want to do. And I think it involves blowing up this guy. I think I shoot first with this weapon. It's probably not going to do much to him. Did 0 damage for 1 cognition point. Good for me. Well, maybe I can do a couple extra damage? Okay, that's pretty good. And now I just move in range and poke him with a stick. Can also heal myself, so I don't know. Come on. Yeah, okay. There we go, that worked out. And then I can poke him with the Mechadendrite. Mechadendrites are so good sometimes. And then I'll also heal because I'll probably get more. I also just kind of want to run here, honestly. Because it costs 1 command point, but it kind of blocks this guy off potentially. And maybe here. Let's go here. And attacks of opportunity have been pretty okay. So I move 1 step back. Then I try to engage with the other Necron. And then I try to Volkite Blaster this guy to pieces. So, out of range. Oh. Well, nice thing is, not that starved for cognition points. So I can always move here. Blast him. I wish I could have gone in range to, like, actually get into combat with him. Oh, wait. I know that guy's stats. Let's find out what this guy's stats are. Okay, this guy has bad stats. If I move here, I can attack him. Lock him into combat. Okay, I move here. Oh, this guy gets to whack me. Whatever. 1 damage. Cool. It auto repairs at the end of turn. Good work, buddy. So I might not be able to attack him from where I am. Okay, I can attack him from where I am. Smack him. 3 damage. Okay. That auto repair is so nice. There's a regular Psyker, also Manipulous with Ash Runner. Ash Runner is such a good ability. 4 damage, wow. Okay, that was really worth that cognition point. Fulgurites are easily my favorite and most useful units in my army. I'm the guy on the subreddit that put the Sigmarine heads on the Fulgurites. Dude, those look sick. I think I got like a really like Dagoth look if you've ever played Morrowind. Got a Secutor yet? No, that's the next guy. I delayed this guy's turn. Yeah, because I delay this guy's turn because this guy can pick up all these points here. Maybe one of my other guys has a servo skull or something. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, continue firing. Oh! This ranger is a hero. And I move here just to annoy this Necron. Jeez. Okay, so this is all kinds of good for me. Mechadendrites, go! In fact, did I remove this guy? I don't think I moved this guy. I think this guy just exploded from attacks of opportunity. So I can move this guy here and use a point to shoot so that the macro stubber... that's not good. Okay. Okay. So I didn't move this guy yet. So this guy's next. So this guy's going to get me all the points I need. So this guy can move here. This is bad. This guy has so much physical armor. And I can't reach him. I'm short. You know what? I'd actually rather get the attack of opportunity than shoot him. Now this guy, his whole job is to run here, pick up these points, and run back. One spot. And now begins. There we go. Let's see if I can just destroy this console. Ooh. There we go. Reduce this a little bit. That's nice. That's always good when that happens. Move him here just in case I need to do something here. I don't think I do. I think this is pretty clear. Let's see. Got a secretary yet? Yes, secretary friends made along the way. It's true. Oh well, greetings, Outlander. Not even last night's storm could wake you. I put hours into Morrowind growing up. Dude, I used to play Morrowind all the time. Like, that was one of my first RPGs, and it was one of the funnest. I always went House Telvanni because I like evil necromancers and stuff like that, but yeah, it was definitely one of those things where I was just super into that game. Come on, let me shoot. Well, I walk up to him, I hit him with an axe, probably do nothing. Or just toss him off the ledge. I just Spartan kick the Necron. That's fantastic. Just right into the void. Cohort's rad sniffers are detecting potential traces of target at isotopes. The trail leads through a half-collapsed series of chambers crumbling under the weight of the shifted landscape overhead. It may be perilous to pursue, but could bring the cohort to their objective more quickly. Let's be mathematical. I got a... Wow. Wow. Ooh, but it requires 2 cognition, or 2 augmentation slots. But that's like a double heal stick while only using 1 cognition point. That's pretty decent. House Redoron is the best house. House Lalu, I think it was, is filled with a bunch of dingleberries. Who was the rich house? Was that Redoron? The one with like the giant mushroom in the middle of the city that was like a council hall. That was pretty cool. I remember that. I remember the only thing I hated about Telvanni was you needed to be able to fly. Okay. We got a Glyph. We're taking the healing Glyph. We know this one is... Well, we don't know what this one is. We know what this one is, so we're taking the healing one. Nice. Healed up the Hero Ranger. So we're going to go. We have our last objective, so we're going to go through here, and then we're cleared with this mission. We have also 4 cognition points. Nice. Of tarnish and brutal appearance in the passageway ahead. They appear to have some function, but the purpose they serve in Argaric's tomb is not apparent. Stride purposely through it, or curiosity. Let's go curiosity. We're Xenorites. We're rewarded for our curiosity. That's one of the best items in the game, in my humble opinion. I agree, that item just looks sick. 5 to 7 health for 1 cognition point, even though you're taking up 2 augmentation slots, it seems really, really strong. Like, I already use the normal one that takes up 1 augmentation slot, and I've used it like to such good success, and having that one just seems really good. What is that the dial in the bottom of the left of the map? What is that dial in the bottom left of the map? What? I'm not sure. Are you talking about this one up top? Okay, anyway. So, scan or destroy. Scan or destroy. Most likely I'm going to have to destroy all enemies. But there's 3 consoles, so there's going to be a lot of cognition. There's a lot of Necron warriors. There's 1 Acanthite. Mostly Necron warriors. So I think I will take this guy here, because I want to run him the long way. Well, actually, no. I'll probably put him to the side, because I want him to go up this way where it's safer, because he has no energy armor. I want my big beefy guy who can resist a lot of energy attacks over here. And I want this guy probably in the back because he's just a melee guy. And then I probably want to deploy a something. I'll deploy this something, which is the Marshal. I'll save the Ranger for when I think there's a good position to fire from. Unfortunately, I do Gyneco last, so he gets to move the Acanthite around, which... Oh, I did not mean to do that, but okay. Now we know which one Necron Warriors go first. And he's obviously targeting the armor guy with a pretty heavy damage attack. I still have a heal Mechanical, so I'm not too worried. I just think I could have maybe played that a little better. I'm talking about the map where you choose which room you're walking to next, not the battle map. Okay, I'll next time I'm in the map where you choose to move, I'll take a look. Sorry, I must have missed it. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here to scan the first one. Then I'm gonna start doing damage. Nice, lots of Blackstone. Yeah, okay, I know you're gonna make a warrior there. You know, why does it have to? Why does it have to do the whole cinematic? Problem is, well, is there one over here anywhere? No, the stupid Acanthite took it. I'm gonna take it there. I think I'm just gonna blast something. I'm gonna blast this guy. I don't like this guy. He's still standing. Well, I can't quite reach this, which I was hoping to reach, but I think I can hit him here. And then I think I can hit him with the Mechadendrites, because I don't think he'll move much. I don't think he'll knock him back. There we go. He might have a lot of armor, but also puts an attack opportunity there. I'm not too worried about that guy getting hit. He's pretty strong. Ooh, there's so many opportunities for this dude. Well, this guy's moved, so I don't care about him. I care about this guy. let's see. I wanna... No, so neither of these in range or neither of these invisibility. I want to grab this, because I'm more likely to be able to see this. Let's see, if I shoot... Well, my original thought was to send him up this way. Let me also heal him. I think the healing there will be pretty good. He's missing a lot of health. Also, once you get the Castle Robot, you'll just win games. Oh yeah, well I'm going to use the hell out of that Castle Robot. That's what I'm looking forward to. Watch me fail that mission too. I think I'm going to move here, because then I'm going to be able to scan. Yeah, I see what I'm going to do. Okay, I get an idea. I have an idea. I'm going to do that. Oh, look at that. Dead Necron. But I'm also going to move, well, let me do that. Then I'm just going to move here. I'm going to basically grab the cognition point there, so I replenish my thing. I'm going to be behind something. And then I'm going to whack this guy. And I still have my scanner for next turn, I guess, or whatever. I'm not going to use this because if I do, it's going to knock him back and it's going to be awkward. I could move here, but... Huh, it won't trigger an attack opportunity? Let's see what happens. Huh, I guess if I'm behind a corner, well, I'm going to use my Mechadendrites to clear this guy out. Easy enough. And then I'm going to move back to where I was. There we go. I'm going to end it there. Oh yeah, I still have this guy. Nice. So I get all kinds of fun things. I'm going to leave the Servo Skull on him. I'm just going to move, lock this guy up in combat. Pretty simple. Well, there's not much I can do with the 1 point I have, so... feels so bad, though. But hopefully I get 3 damage. 2 damage? Okay, I'll take it. Average. True. Also, with the Cataphren Destroyers and the Breachers getting nice durability buffs, I see Mechanical Defense Cohort actually being decent. I think the Defense Cohort has potential. It's really restrictive, but who knows? Oh, why do you have to crit me? It all depends on the points cost of the Cataphrons. Yep, 100%. I think it always just comes down to points cost. Stupid Acanthite, though. Yeah, that's kind of depressing. 1 damage. But it's 3 damage total between the attack of opportunity and the attack I did there. He does nothing back to me, so that's fine. Hopefully this guy's doing some work, but I don't know what that actually did. Because I don't know what that guy's stats are. 3 damage was a little wacky. See, that's really annoying when he steals 2 cognition points like that. Like, what am I really supposed to do there? Sorry, I'm pouring some wine. Gonna have some Cabernet Sauvignon. Okay, so. Well, oh, that's annoying. I'm like literally a tiny bit shy of getting to that point. You know. Oh, hold on. Ooh, I like that. I can just grab both cognition points. Ooh. Ooh. This is so bad, but I'm doing it. That was fun. That was fun in a dumb way. That's what the Volkite Blaster lets you do. Lets you do dumb fun things. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna attack the Acanthite, because I don't like the Acanthite. Oh wait! I can also attack it and walk away, because he ignores attacks of opportunity. Clever. Clever, clever. I'm gonna move behind this Necron. There we go. Well, this is where it gets a little awkward. I can go here, grab the point, Mechadendrite the Necron. Let's see, what do I have for guns? I have this. See, I'm moving closer to this console here, is what I'm doing. I attack there, and I also heal this guy. That's what I do. Okay, this makes sense. 2 damage, okay, and then I heal this guy. Because that gives me more Blackstones. Hopefully it heals for 4. 2, okay, minimum. Let's see, Pyro Ethan. Hopefully whoop some ass with the beat stick, I mean command rod. Yeah. Breachers are tougher, yeah, breachers are definitely tougher. Depends what the things core he could improve there would potential, yeah. Tech priest, you're drinking wine, don't you mean holy machine oil? We're actually having, what was it, machine oil margaritas? That's what I think it is, machine oil margaritas. Let's get some stats on this guy. Okay, 5. Okay, so this Acanthite is not in a good place for himself. And that locks up. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, well, that's a little whoopsie. I didn't have any cognition points there. Wow, this guy's just taking a beating. Maybe I should swap out. Like, if I'm going into a mission, I know it is, I should be more proactive in swapping out some of the gear. How much points would the Marshal be? The Marshal can't heal itself like Tech Priest, so would it be like 35 to 45 points? We don't know any of the abilities, though. Do we know any of the abilities of the Marshal? Maybe a thing of Agrex Earthshade? I think I just, well, do I deploy? I think I do, because, okay, yeah, I deploy those. The reason being is this guy's going to be kind of hard for me to deal with what I have over here. So being able to just go pew 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 on this guy is going to be much more effective. Oh, look at that. That problem dealt with itself. And a garnish of sprue shavings. I've probably eaten way too many sprue shavings by accident. Because you're just shaving them, and like if you're doing anything else, you know. I also lick my brushes, so that's probably not healthy. So which priest am I on now? I'm on this priest. That's awkward. So, okay, spawns another Necron Warrior. That doesn't make it any less awkward. Grab this. I think I'm just gonna move into range of this guy. Well, yeah, I don't even have to spend a point on it. That's 100% what I do. I was thinking about it if I had to spend a point and move into range with this guy, but if I don't even have to spend a point, I can move in range with that guy. Then obviously I do it. I'm gonna just use this guy to clear this guy out. And then see if I can progress down this path. I can. So I'm gonna keep moving this way towards this Acanthite because he has very weak armor. And this guy's probably gonna explode. He did explode. This ranger is just always good. Well, let's see if I can push this guy back. I can still move into melee combat with him. Or I could just blow him up. That's also an option. Oh, look at that. Critical. Oh, that's interesting. This Acanthorite didn't take these cognition points. Conversely, though, I just do damage to it, and then I move here. And this might just end the mission, because I already gotten all the consoles. Probably will tell me to destroy all enemies. Yeah, if it's not over yet, it's probably going to just tell me to destroy it. Oh, okay. No, it just ended the mission. Cool. Missed a change, but wait. What if the reroll ones when fighting, but full wound rerolls into shooting? Well, I don't know. You think he'll take up a slot on his own, or do you think he'll be like Primus Lieutenant? I honestly don't know. There's just too many things, you know? Ethan D says, best of luck on purging of the Xenos threat. I have to go and DM a D&D game. Oh, hey, cool. Good luck with your game, dude. Oh, I see what you're talking about. The little dial down here. I have no idea what that dial is. Does anyone know what that dial is? I'm really hoping his aura is +1 attack and +1 strength. That'd be cool. You know, I would even settle for like the aura that just says rad weapons have a longer range. Like the Metallica aura. That'd be cool. That's a good amount of blocks, though. Plus, this item's pretty good as well. That's not bad either. Click it for science. I will next time. I've never even noticed that. That's how much I don't know what it does. Let's see. What can I get on this guy? Get a chest upgrade for 264 points. Maybe. And then I kind of want to do this. What does that mean? Energy enhancers cost -1 cognition point to use. Does anything say energy enhancer? Is it these things? Like, I have no idea. That is an interesting question. Because if it reduces the cost of the guns, which I need to swap out, that could be pretty useful. I'm gonna go back to this one because this one does decent damage, ignores armor. Let's see, what else do I want on this guy? I want this. Is this better than this? Immobilizes the target versus destroys armor. Oh wait, this is the Omnisci Axe, never mind. Yeah, so this does more damage. So I think that's how that works. Oh, but it's 2 slots? Yeah, I guess I just do that. What do I get if I do this? Where does this equip? Where does this equip? Oh, okay, this is like the shoulders, so I don't want the shoulders. I'd want the gloves. And the gloves aren't particularly great. Let's see, true, no, the AD could be getting Space Marine HQ treatment. Maybe. Click it for science, the dial shows who goes first when you get into combat. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like only 1 tech priest and 2 sub-leaders. It shows who has the higher initiative in the battle grid. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. The pyro, I doubt it. We're a lot more numerous. The energy enhancers are pieces of war gear that make energy weapons do more damage for one turn for the cost of 1 to 2 command points. Oh, okay, so it's like an item, so I might not even have any of those, so the energy enhancer is not particularly something I care about. What I would care about is this here, because it gives me 2 points of armor, 1 in physical, 1 in energy. It gives me 1 damage, it gives me a ton of range and crit chance. But to get to that is quite a lot of points. So I think I just kind of let this guy be the way he is. And just kind of accept that that's what he is. I kind of want, yeah, I kind of want this one, but again, it's too, where was it? This one, but it's kind of too augmentations, which I don't really have open. Once I kind of get rid of this, when I get to the final level of Dominus, that'll be good. I think I just do this. I think every time I just put 1 upgrade on, and over time I get to that Dominus, because otherwise I'm always going to kind of not upgrade it, and what's going to happen is I'm going to say, well, I don't need to upgrade, I don't need to upgrade it, and I'm going to end up in a situation where I have to do all 4 at once versus doing 1 at a time, and the increase isn't that drastic. It's like 30 Blackstone each time. Also, because I got that extra point, I'm not too worried about the extra energy armor, but I can do that now. Yeah, there we go. And I still keep the Volkite Blaster, because Volkite Blaster. I was just having too much fun with it. So now let's go to Neocal. Upgrade him a bit. What does this happen? Machine Spirit attacks deal +2 damage. Power Field Generator costs -1 command point. And then eventually he gets 1 physical armor, 3 movement speed, 1 damage, 1 energy armor. That's also pretty good. Gives him a lot of movement speed versus range. But how's my priest do? Well, actually, what's this guy? 2 and 15, 13. So how's this guy doing? Wait, don't forget to pick the ST last time on the pistol without the need for. Yep, I agree. Don't forget to pick the ST. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Okay, the energy enhancers get pretty good when you have a Volkite Blaster and the Call Solar Atomizer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're telling me I can get the Call Solar Atomizer in this game? That's sick. Also, I have to upgrade this guy, I think, because he's 163 points versus this guy who's 240. I feel like this guy's just kind of falling behind. He was like one of our first ones. So we have some options. Let's. Your next weapon attack cognition reduced by 2 cognition points. Yeah, I should probably get that on my Dominus there, probably before anything. But generate 1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. That's interesting. What does he get here? Restore all HP on all tech priests. Wait, what? Restore all HP on all tech priests for 1 cognition point. Cooldown of 3. Huh. Curatio claws have -1 cooldown and restore 2 more health. Huh. Heals 1 target for 3 for 1 cognition point. That's interesting. Looks like everyone else is just as surprised by Call's Atomizer as I am. See ya for real this time. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I really like having you here. You know a lot about this game, and it makes it a lot more easy to understand what the hell I'm doing. Because without you, I'd like not know half the stuff that I'm doing. And it's really cool, yeah. It's a gold. Oh dang, so does that mean Call visited the Tomb World and lost his gun? Sounds like that. What's Lex Mechanica? So, here's an interesting thought. Does Lex Mechanicus stack? Because if it does, you can basically start a round and get 4 cognition points. If it doesn't, you start a round and you only get 1. Collect all cognition points from 1 source. Huh. There's a lot of cool stuff with these abilities. +1 cognition point gain on killing a target. Scanners have -1 cooldown. Fill the cognition point gauge. Collect 1 cognition point when hit by an enemy. I think I have so much healing. Like, maybe the next playthrough, I only go with, like, one of the engine seers and just make him, like, the healer. But I think I'm gonna go here. And then the next tech priest we pick up is gonna be Ethan D, who's gonna be the Secutor. So we're gonna go with the Lex Mechanicus here. And then I've definitely used my Calls Atomizer to wipe out an overzealous Primaris captain. That's one way to do it. It does stack, one as the end of the round and the other is the beginning. Huh? One is at the... No, I meant, like, does this ability stack? So, if I take this ability here, Enhanced Analytics, and just take 4 Tech Priests with, you know, Enhanced Analytics, when the turn begins... Well, no, at the beginning of the unit's... Oh, okay, because the beginning of the unit's turn... Okay, I get it. It does and it doesn't. So if I use up all the cognition points and the beginning of the turn occurs, I get a point for each tech priest. So I can't just bank 4 points. It's not like at the beginning of the round. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So I'm gonna buy this. This guy's gonna be my Lex Mechanicus. And I'm not gonna make the mistake this time. I'm not gonna buy another shoulder, which is fine because it's just a health item. And I'm gonna buy... What is dodge chance? Huh. I like these gloves. I'm gonna buy them. Collect all cognition points from one source. Okay. There we go. And now I've opened up a little bit more to him, so I think I give him a Mechadendrite. And I have an extra point I guess I'm not using on him. He has this. I think I want to unequip that. I want to just give him 2 of those. I don't need this anymore. I feel like this is becoming less useful. Oh, that's 2. I keep forgetting that. I think this, because I feel like I'm starting to get a little command point hungry. And did I change out this guy's guns? I don't mind having one of these. Do I mind having one of these? I think I mind having one of these. Because, yeah, because I just have that Volkite Blaster, so I'd just rather have this one which just ignores everything. I probably also want to ultimately put this on the other guy. And the one that, like, scans. Should probably do that. Because I think I'm misunderstanding how some of his abilities work. There we go. That's the other nice thing. I just realized that it's gray when you have an open slot. It does allow you to spend CP constantly, yeah. I mean, that's the big thing. Is like I messed up, so I didn't get the extra command point slots because I played very poorly. So it's nice having the ability to generate command points consistently. Wait, near the end of the game, don't the tech priests get so tanky that they're own healing? Yeah. I think that's what it is. They've already gotten pretty tanky. Also, do you have the Heretic DLC? I don't, but I'll probably get it. The only reason I hadn't gotten the Heretic DLC, because when I bought this game, I didn't even know if I would like it. And then I bought it, and I enjoyed it. But I'm one of those people who just never, like, took the time to play it through. But now that I'm streaming, it gives me a reason to play it. And that's why I've kind of enjoyed it. So I'll probably end up getting the Heretic DLC and playing that on stream as well. Let's see. Ugh. We get our 3 priests. Does it matter what order I put these guys in? Or is it completely irrelevant? Does anyone know? Because, like, does this guy just have more initiative because he's the highest level or something, and if he's first, he does better things? Also, once again, I should have checked what the... You know, let's do this. What are our enemies? Are there any flayed ones? No, it's all energy attacks. So I'm going to go to my cohort. I'm going to be intelligent. I'm going to take off this guy's shoulders. Yep. Like the noob I was, I bought 2 different shoulders. And instead of saying that I was a noob, I'm going to say I did that intentionally so I can tech him out to be a counter to flayed ones. But I haven't seen any flayed ones in a while, so oops. I'm going to always take one of these rangers. They've been great. I'm going to take one of these guys. Do I? Yeah, this guy's been a good, like, little drop-in. Well, he's also just been a drop-in that's generated cognition points, and I feel like I'm not going to have as much issues with that. I feel like I just wanted to take one of these guys. The things have had a lot of armor lately, but we'll find out what happens. I believe it's spacebar. If you do hold a spacebar at the mission select screen. Oh, no, like, what do you mean you believe it? Sorry, what does that mean? It's spacebar? Server Skull Report. Summary follows. Artifact located. Tomb of Agrelek. Yeah, I mean, servitors are free, which is nice. But I feel like they're not doing enough. Once I get this level 2 servitor, I think they get better. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get the cognition points, but I think the damage output from some of the more niche units has been a little better. Of course, Pyro Ranger has always got your back. Or would it be front? Both. That guy's been doing so much damage just because how much armor people have. Like, I'll shoot a Necron and it'll be like, oh, I do no damage because it has infinite physical reduction. And then all of a sudden the Ranger comes in and does 4 damage a turn. Just insane damage. It's to access the DLC missions, you hold spacebar and it shifts to the secret missions. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have the DLC as far as I know. I'm pretty sure I never bought it, but I'll end up buying it. It's pretty cool. I like this game. And Undersea Magos the Tomb is awakening more and more quickly. Statement agreement. Scully is straight to the point. I like that about her. Ready to advance. Okay. So, I want to go here, because that's an objective. This is a big map. So right now, oh yeah, initiative advantage. So neither of us have an initiative advantage. So I go here. Then I probably go here, here, and here. Alternatively, is there any benefit to going here? And no, there's no way I can get to a glyph. Maybe if I end up with like a very low amount of health, I can always grab a glyph, but it only heals 1 unit and it doesn't heal that much, so you know. So you're telling me game-wise the Skitarii have more powerful weapons than the Tech Priests? Apparently. Or, well, no, that's not true. The Tech Priests have more weapons. So the Tech Priests have, like, an infinite amount of weapons in this game. So I have, like, 2 guns that do about the same damage as that Skitarii. But then the axe, but then the healing, but then all these things. Kefra's Bay. We all have our choices. I'm personally a Scavolia guy. I know where the Tech Priest budget went. Yeah, it went into developing Skitarii weapons. She's a sweetheart. I can see that. She's pretty cool. Let's see. What do we have here? So we have a moving platform that we can use as a shortcut. So maybe I set up a Tech Priest there and just send him over to this side and he deals with that and then deploys units there. I have an Acanthroid here. I have 3 cognition points, which is interesting. So who do I want to send over here to deal with an Immortal and 2 Warriors and a Death Mark? Well, the Death Mark is going to move around. It doesn't matter what it does. Or do I just send... What is this thing? What is this? This is a thing. I know this spawns a Necron, but what is this? There's 2 Acanthrites. Okay. 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 So, I want my big health priest to go there. I want my fast priest to probably go onto the platform. And I want this guy to go there. And then I'm going to deploy units here once I transfer over. I should also probably be considering this guy has a scanner. So does this guy? Neocal? Yeah, he has a scanner too. Okay, so that's fine. We're good. We're all good. We talking about the tech priests that care about Skitari? Yes. Yeah, Kefra's the one that's super into Skitari. She's a subdomina, and then Scavolia's the one who kind of doesn't care about... What the hell? I blow this guy up. You do not just do that. You do not teleport in and point a gun at my face, sir. That is a blastable offense. And you got blasted, sir. How dare you? How dare you indeed? And then I want to move here, because it's giving me that little icon that I can shoot. This is kind of risky because I get into range of these guys, but, you know, sometimes you gotta take risks. Ooh, that was a critical. Also, unfortunately, it seems like my plan to go onto this platform isn't a particularly good plan. You know, I think I just move here. Like, yeah, I use up a ignition point, but it gets me the hell away from this crap, and it annoys this immortal. Plus, I get this attack, the opportunity attack. It's worth the point. Although this guy gets to like free shoot at me, which is a little annoying, but whatever. Can I see this? Ooh, I can. Nice. So I do that. I do that. Just gonna get all these points. I'm gonna move here. Oh, come on. Well, kind of want to trend towards this side of the board. There's going to be Necron Warriors spawning here, so eventually I have to make my way there, but at this time I'd rather just kind of go over here. And then it's my guy again. I could use a point, but I don't really want to. I'm out of points there. Let's see. Yeah, basically next turn I deploy a guy. I scan this, because I have so many scanners now that it doesn't matter. The Acanthrites are kind of out of the way. Oh, I still can shoot at them. Well, that's good to know. I thought I might not be able to shoot over this stuff, but we just kind of zap away at them. And can I move here? Do I have enough movement to move and lock this guy into combat? I do. There we go. Ooh. Well. You know, sometimes everything just kind of comes up Millhouse. Let's see what I have in chat here. She's a sweetheart. Are we talking about? Yes. Fastanius is easily my favorite tech priest. Dude's awesome. I like Fastanius. He's done with everyone's shit. He just kind of doesn't want to be where he is. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Oh yeah, she is my favorite. Next would be Error Damn Not Found. Yep, Error Damn Not Found is Scavolia. That's what I like about Scavolia. She just doesn't care about anything. Scarabs are coming up. That's easy enough. I think I got this round. Maybe I should have still sent a tech priest this way, because there's a console I kind of want, but... in this case, I'm gonna deploy the Ranger, Because the ranger is going to allow me to shoot at this nonsense here. And I like shooting at this nonsense here. Attack of opportunity. That's ballsy. Millhouse Manastorm. Damn, haven't heard that name in years. I was thinking Simpsons Millhouse, but yeah, Millhouse Manastorm's pretty great. He has a wife, Maleficent, who is quite a character. I'm going to delay this guy's turn, because I might be able to get enough stuff to do things with. I'm going to use this guy instead. Also, maybe I should have just destroyed the scarabs, because I don't like the scarabs. They can heal stuff. They can undo some of my work, but I'm just going to whack away at them. They're probably going to move away, or I'm either going to destroy them, or they're going to move away. And if they move away, it's an attack opportunity. It destroys one. So the more damage I can get on them, the better. Well, this guy gets poked by a Mechadendrite. I'm going to continue zapping here. Ooh, that's a critical. Okay. He's poisoned, so he wants to heal himself. That's the other thing this guy wants to do. Cleanse is such a good ability sometimes. I want the cognition point. And I want the other cognition point. Oh, it's out of range. Let's see if I can move out. I want to get in range of this guy anyway. So, let's see if I can move in range and pick up the point here. Still out of range. Nope, don't want to press that button. I'm just going to continue poking away at the scarabs. And by poking away at the scarabs, I mean I'm just going to destroy them. Really want to be able to reach this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Everything's good now. And the reason everything's good... I'm going to heal the 5. And the reason everything's good is because now I can Volkite Blaster. Oh yeah, if you play 5 Millhouse, she kills herself in Hearthstone. Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I know there's, she's one of, like, the Tavern Heroes or something like that, but I didn't know she was, Did they make her a card? Did they make Maleficent a card in, Hearthstone proper? Oh, jeez. Okay, this time the Ranger's not doing all the work in the world. Well, maybe I get lucky. Oh, I get lucky. Look at that. Well. That's gross. I was gonna use the Volkite Blaster. I'm gonna cleanse my guy. Well, do I want to scan the console, or do I want to shoot the Necron? Realistically, I think the Blackstone is more important than the Necron, or than destroying this Necron. I don't even mind getting hit there. Plus, so it lets me deploy the Marshal as well. Because what happens is I deploy the Marshal back here. The Marshal deals with this Immortal. I get some Blackstone. Yeah, that makes sense. She is a boss in, yeah, in the adventure. Oh, what adventure is she in? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played that much Hearthstone. Oh, look at that! He gets in, destroys, deals 5 damage. Okay. That was a good Marshal. And he ignores all these attacks of opportunity. He comes in. He deals 4 damage. Okay, we got another hero. The prison one? I just must have not played it or something. Oh, that guy has 2 health? That's gross. That's all kinds of gross. Oh, Machine Spirit this guy. Let's see if I can destroy this guy. Maybe I can... see what happens if I poke him. Well. Just kind of curious what this guy's health is like. 4. Okay, whatever. I'm taking the 1 damage. Oh no, he crit me for 1. The reason I'm taking the 1 damage is so I can finish off this guy. I'm just going to end this turn, because this guy's going to die when he moves away. This guy's probably going to explode. I'm just going to scan this, because I think the points carry over. I'm pretty sure they do. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's good to know. I keep forgetting. Okay, Werewolves is my scan the big command point item. But this thing doesn't want to die. Come on. Just lay down. Be dead. Now I'm going to move here. I'm going to blast. Gonna blast. Jeez, this thing does not want to go down. Okay, it's going down. Damn, I should have cleansed this guy. Well, I'm just gonna heal him. He's gonna heal 1. What'd be the name of the legendary Ranger Alpha now? That's actually a Skitari Alpha. Wait. What is this? Is this a Ranger or Skitari? Skitari, sorry, Vanguard Ranger. Ranger Alpha. I don't know. Who do we name it after? I guess INO. INO will be the, Ranger Alpha. Because he's the only one we haven't named a character after. I don't need to deploy anything. In fact, I should have just ran this guy around and smacked this guy, but yeah. He's gonna just be destroyed when he moves out of range here. That went pretty well. I think we did pretty well that round. We also have this medic girl. See, nobody ever talks about cap tricks. I wonder why. Maybe she just doesn't get enough lines. Everyone talks about Kefra and Scavolia, but target profile updated, Lord, Agrelec, priority elimination, extreme prejudice justified. She looks like a medic, right? Am I wrong in that? Oh, you know what? She's Ryza. She's Ryza because she has that orange hood. This chamber commands a grand figurehead of the kind that might be found on ocean-going ships, but it depicts stylized Necron warriors. It must be a relic of Lord Agrelec, Admiral of the Necron fleets. We have Avoid, give the chamber a wide breath, and gradually... Trust. We have Pass Through the Chamber, and we have Annihilate. I'm just gonna pass through. Note taking commences. Okay, so that was the right choice. Maybe next time we'll play through, we'll do Father Vidax, I think his name is. Maybe we'll do his playthrough. Ah, yes, the legendary squad. Ethan the Tech Priest, INO the Ranger Alpha, and Pyro the Ranger. Hey, it's a good mix. The chamber head is covered by a gun turret, the ceiling sports twin Gauss blasters. It could be defending a route to the artifact, forming a part of the security system. The turret is active and tracks ceaselessly across the chamber. What does that say? What is that? I can't even read that. Oh, no? Shronus? There's Shun, there's Shootout, and then there's Shroinus. I've never seen this word before. And the font doesn't make it any easier to read. Use stealth to approach the turret out of line of sight. I like stealth. Blast the turret into oblivion, avoid the chamber entirely, and find a way around. I feel like stealth's wrong, because it's a Necron auto turret. Blast the turret into... Well, I've done pretty good about avoiding their turrets, but it does say it's tracked ceaselessly. This will probably increase the counter. This will probably damage me. I'm going to do this. Okay, that still damaged me. And, oh look, the initiative meter moved. Okay, that's cool. We gave them some initiative. Now we're going to move here. I guess a shrewdness. Maybe shrewdness was the word? I don't know. Maybe I'm embarrassing myself on camera right now. Speculation. Trophies captured by Void Admiral prior to Necron's slumber. Hypothesis logged. Okay, let's see. The cohort reaches a chamber containing several items on a pedestal held up by the exhibition. They do not look like items of Necron design at all, and appear to be from a variety of different species and cultures. Eschew, we can eschew the items and ignore the exhibits. We can avoid, bypass the chamber entirely, or we can accumulate and steal the exhibits. Well, we're good Xenorites in this stream. We're gonna steal some artifacts. We got some Blackstone. We did take some HP damage, and we gave up a bunch of Awakening counters, but I'm happy with my haul. And then we have one more location, probably a battle. It is a battle. Yeah, I think it was Shrewdness. I've just never seen it spelled out. So, this is my shooty guy. He's kind of low on health, but he has an item that will easily heal him. I don't think I deploy units. Well, let's see. I have some warriors. I have a something. I don't know what this is. And I have a scanner destroy item. So I bet if I reach it, so I have a warrior, immortal, Acanthite, Deathmark. Well, I put this guy up front always, because if the Deathmark teleports in, I just blast the Deathmark. What goes first? Okay, Immortal goes first, this guy. Eventually this guy goes before anything, so I don't deploy any units so that I have the ability to explode the Deathmark as soon as it teleports. This guy's all the way in the back. I think I'm just going to move him up front. And this guy just gets to stay where he is. I kind of just need to go through here. The annoying thing is there's 2 spawn points here, but I think I can handle them. The one thing is, even if I don't use up any of my command points very quickly, I'm sure I can move around and just use them for mobility and to target enemies And then once I do that, I can scan things and grab different command points. I have to remember, I think it was, yeah, it's Warwolves who takes all the points. So there's a 2 point, there's a 1 point, so I want to use his Servo Skull on this one to gain 2 points. I can move him here. Yeah, I have like infinite command points. And who goes first? Let's see. It's this guy. Well, I can actually even deploy a unit and be fine. Because there's a chance these spawn units. And the reason I can be fine is because even if I don't use any command points for anything, and these guys move around, I can always scan 1 command point with the Servo Skull or any of the scanners. I think I'm going to start by deploying Skitarii Vanguard, which never saw battle but took damage. That's the plan. This might be a mistake, though. I don't want them there. I want them here. This is a bit of an annoying bottleneck, though. What? That was bullshit. I am very unhappy about this. But this guy moved into line of sight, so I'm actually just going to delay this guy's turn. No, I'm not. No, I am not, sir. I am going to scan here. Is anyone poisoned? Did poison carry over? Poison did not carry over. You know, I'm going to shoot someone. I'm going to shoot them very hard. And maybe we'll just blow them up. And it does blow them up. No more poison guy. However, there is a bit of a nuisance there. Because, yes, I can move. But I feel like this guy's aiming at my face. And I can't get into range of anything. This is where maybe the delay would have been better because I would have been able to gain some points. But let me move back here. Okay, so he didn't zap me, which is nice. I don't know who this guy's targeting. Who is he targeting? It doesn't tell me. Okay. I'm just going to use a point to heal my own guy, because screw you. Question. Based on the books, games, or videos, what character, vehicle, or military squad from AdMech do you wish had a model? From the books, there was this one tech priest with these 2 autocannons on his shoulders that made all the simulations in the Forges of Mars on the ship. And he was this guy who just made these battle zones for the Imperial Guard, or sorry, the what are they called? Yeah, Imperial Guard, right? The guys who are like Cadian Guard and stuff like that, or Astra Militarum. So he was the one who did all that stuff, and ultimately, he was this interesting character because he was very proud of what he did, making all these battle simulations. And then he... So see, I'm afraid of moving this guy because I feel like this guy's being targeted. So I'm just gonna heal him up. I'm just gonna kind of like be cagey because I can destroy all these enemies pretty quickly. And I don't know what this Death Guard is or this Death Mark is targeting. And I think that'd be a cool unit. I think what they need is more units that are multiple units. So like a character that... One thing I've always wanted is a character that is multiple characters. Like I said, I want Porterabo to have his Iron Circle and be able to just do something with that. They need to find a way of making Porterabo more... Or not just Porterabo, but like just in general characters that aren't... Okay, I think I've ran into an issue here. Well, let's see what happens if I move out here and just start shooting Necron warriors. Let's see if I get blasted. I don't get blasted. Okay. What happened? But yeah, like, I would love that guy. Oh, perfect. Nice. Because now... So this guy gets a shot, but the Skitari dude gets a shoot. And maybe I should have just delayed this guy. Ooh, critical. But, yeah, I would like stuff like that, where, like, a character can set up turrets or something. And I understand that's, like, potentially a very... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So if I pass through this zone... If I pass through this zone... Okay, so pretty much I'm at the limitation of where this character can go. But the problem is no matter what, this guy's getting whacked. So I'm going to just, like, move back here to get out of range of this guy and potentially this guy. But I take 4 damage, which sucks, but whatever. I get some damage on this guy, and then this guy's going to move to give me an attack of opportunity anyway, so that's always good. And then, you know, I don't have any cognition points, so that doesn't do me any good. But, yeah, I like stuff like that. So, like, AOS Vampire Lady, in a way, because she could be a named character or generic HQ. Yeah, I always like stuff like that. The more I can get out of my models, the better. I want to advance this guy, but I feel like he's going to get blown up the second he goes here. But, you know what? Whatever. He'll do his duty. Ooh. Well, don't mind me. I'm gonna... Am I gonna deploy anything? I'm gonna deploy this guy. I'm gonna deploy Pyro. Vaguely annoying, but acceptable. I'm gonna delay this guy's turn. Ooh, my cognition thing was empty, so I got a point. That's lovely. It's always nice when you just get stuff like that. I'm gonna move this guy a little ahead, and the reason being is I hope he can draw fire away from this guy. Can I scan anything? Nope. Too far from here. I guess the Deathmark already used its thing. If I move here, I can probably get the cognition point. But if I move here, I can stop this warrior from potentially doing anything. I think it's more important to go here than it is to go here. Just because this guy's so low in health. Can I reach anything? I can't reach down there. I'm just shy of that. What I bloody hope is that the Marshal isn't a 1 sprue model with 1 loadout, but be one with 2 sprues. Yeah, I'd be all for it. Like I said, I'm always happy when they find ways of creatively adding value. So the big thing for me has always been that I think in a lot of cases they don't necessarily consider what they can offer. So let's say the Marshal is in a sprue, right? So why not package the Marshal with a couple Skitari? You can probably find a way to cut that sprue that you normally print in such a way that you can offer the Marshal with a couple Skitari, and it feels so much better getting 3 models. Getting 3 models where even if you don't need the Skitari themselves, you still have those models in such a way that you're at least, you feel like the value's there. Because so many times you get something and you're just like, well, I get this one model, it's very expensive, and the reason that model is so expensive is because they printed a limited sprue, and obviously there's going to be expenses to models in a certain way. But they could find a way to include something more just to give you a little bit more value and make it feel so much less expensive than it currently is. And that's what I think they need to really work on. I think they need to really work on a way of making expensive models feel less expensive, even if you're not getting something big out of it. Hey, Dartal1, welcome to the stream. What do you think about? What do you think of the AdMech Combat Patrol box? I think it's okay. Like, it's not my favorite thing. I think so. The AdMech Combat Patrol is nice. It gives you a Dune Crawler, which is fantastic. So the Dune Crawler being accessible is very cool. The mix of Skitarii and Cataphrons is a little awkward. It's not terrible, but it's a little bit awkward. I personally would have liked to have seen a little bit more focus on that side. And the other thing is the engines here is kind of upsetting. I wish it was a Manipulus. If it was a Manipulus, that would have been kind of cool. And the dollar value is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I think the biggest problem with it is we've been spoiled so much with all of the things we can get from our start collecting kits that no matter what they did, it would have felt a little underwhelming. But I definitely think it's on the lower end of what people would enjoy. Like, if you look at the Drukhari start, or the Drukhari Combat Patrol, it's so much value, and it's such a cool box that feels so epic. Whereas you look at the Death Guard Combat Patrol, it feels significantly weaker, and it feels not as exciting, despite you getting twice as many models as the Drukhari box. So I think there's a lot of situations in which they could have probably made it a little more focused, found a few things that they could have done a little better. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely a fun box. Like, the value's there. Like, dollar value, it's definitely there. And the Dune Crawler is a fantastic model. It's just they could have maybe gone a little further with it. So, like the orcs where they get the war boss with the knobs? Yeah, maybe. That, and I hope the future that the Marshal get a Strider HQ equivalent. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool if we saw something that like was a Dragoon Marshal. There's so much like space. I think they don't explore that space as much with HQ choices, and I understand why, because it's probably a nightmare to balance. I'm gonna heal this guy up with this ability, but I would have loved to see more variety in them in that sense. So I definitely would have loved a Strider HQ of some kind, or at least the option to put the HQ on a Strider for a bunch of points, and just say, okay, well, you take the top half of the Marshal, plop it onto a Dragoon body, and you're all set to go. But yeah, like I said, like just find ways of making it more exciting. But the box tells us the points will be rising, so maybe Engine Seer could have more rules, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It'd be cool. I would love to see the Engine Seer do more. I mean, he's a bit of a relic of the past. Hmm. I'm gonna move this guy here. I'm gonna smack this guy with an axe. I'm gonna destroy this guy accidentally. I was just gonna push him back with the Mechadendrites. So now I have a choice. I can zap this. I'm gonna zap this guy because this guy's at what, 2 health? Yeah, this guy's pretty much dead. So I'm gonna shoot this guy with my Volkite Blaster. And I'm gonna scan him just to see what happens. Okay, so he just has 1,000,000 melee armor and nothing else. Immortals just have a lot of melee armor. That's what I'm getting from this. Oh, I messed that up a little bit. I should have healed. So, yeah, so what I should have done is I should have healed this guy with this guy, because this guy gets me a free point anyway. So, that was a bit of a whoopsie. Anyway. No big deal. But I'm just going to run around, grab some Blackstone, blow this guy up. If this does anything but 1 damage, it did 1 damage. But I need to do this. I'm going to heal. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to smack this guy. If I ran before I healed... Oh. Huh. Well, that's awkward. Apparently I can't make it with... Well, hold on. This might just be because of the stupid Overwatch. Yeah. No. What? I am very upset with my life choices right now. Okay, yeah, I can. What was that? It wouldn't let me just directly move here, but all of a sudden, there I am. I was all upset with how I played that. And all of a sudden, I can just easily walk right over, whack away at that death mark, and have a great time. Damn, now I feel sad, because imagine Cowboy HQ. Oh, that'd be so cool. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna move actually here, because there's a console I need to get over here. But I'm gonna take a few pot shots at this guy. Okay. This guy's just on his own, so he's pretty screwed no matter what. Why is it doing this? Like, I obviously have enough movement. Okay, because something happens, I guess that's why it does it. That's a little annoying. Like, I just wish it'd let me, like, move and take the consequences of, what I did. Who knows, maybe it just ends around anyway. Nope, I'm just gonna summon some guys. Tell me to kill all enemies. I'm just gonna destroy this console. Gonna destroy this console very slowly. It's gonna auto heal. Well, just want to move this guy down and then just kind of do no damage. Or, okay, maybe I just do all the damage. That works too. Okay, do your thing, Mr. Pyro. It never gets old. So this guy's gonna get zapped. He has some energy armor. See, that's the fun thing is I changed his energy armor and now all of a sudden he's so much better. Because that would have done 4 damage there. And I just like run across the map and like finish off those 2 warriors. They're no threat at all. It's surprising how, even though I'm playing this on hard, it's not as hard as I would think it would be. I'm gonna grab the cognition point. I'm gonna poke him with my Mechadendrite. Probably gonna run all the way here. Yeah, I'm gonna run here to get the cognition points. And then I'm gonna shoot this guy. And then I'm gonna walk up to him and smack him with an axe. Or, inversely. Nah, I walk over here and just smack him with an axe. Because I could have gone over here and healed and saved some Blackstone, but then this guy's kind of loose to run around, which is a little bit annoying. Now he kind of has to do something. And at the same time, I can just do this. Walk over here, smack him with the Mechadendrite, smack him with the axe. See, he's not going to fall back. That's the one nice thing. So I don't have to worry about getting out of range. And then the attack of opportunity should, in theory, finish him off. I get to destroy the console because this guy goes so late in the turn. And I still get 1 health, so. Oh. So the guy just didn't move? That's weird. You know, sometimes you just can't destroy something. Damn knife. Okay. To be fair, GW have many chances to do cool stuff, like in the Hound box, to add maybe on sprue like the Mech Boys kit to make the HQ with it. So if you buy 2 boxes, you get 5 Hounds and an HQ. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of options. It'd be cool. It's hard to do because, again, they also always have to worry about balance and all of that stuff. So it's always a little bit of a struggle for them. And I understand their perspective from a game balance point of view. It's very easy to say, who's this guy? This guy's NeoCal? Okay. That's one nice thing about also naming Tech Priest is I can kind of know which one does what. It's very easy to kind of say, oh yeah, it's this, that, and the other, and it's cool to do this. But sometimes the game just breaks. Let's see if I can just destroy this thing. Maybe I can get enough damage to destroy this as well. And then it reduces the counter even further. And my machine spear thing did nothing. But I save a little Blackstone. Let's see, maybe this guy can shoot it. Can he reach? He can! Nice. Okay, this guy redeemed himself. He kind of did nothing. He destroyed a console. I'll take it. Unfortunately, this guy I don't think can reach anything. Wow, actually he can. Jeez. Okay, I guess this guy just can shoot anything on the map at any time. I had no faith that he could reach that far away. Good work, Pyro. Just whack away at this guy. Just got this guy in the corner. Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. I mean, I'm just gonna give the attack opportunity. I don't even care. I'm gonna heal myself just with the, Actually, how far am I away from, which guy's damaged? This guy? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna heal this guy up for a bunch with this special Curio Claw. Let's see how much he heals. 5 on the minimum. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna not do anything, apparently. I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna blast away at this guy. I have no mechanicals left. Okay, that's good to know. Hopefully I get 2 just so I can end the round. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Which brings to a single oil drop from the eyelids. Let's see. It does depend on what Marshall does. Because if not, it would be like the Chaplain versus Chaplain on bike. Yeah, I agree with that. It makes a lot of sense. It would be nice to see a way for them to kind of find to rein that in. But unfortunately, I also understand that, again, like I said, it's all about balance versus what's cool. Finally, fruits of research born, internal memory allocated, research protocols enacted, mission progress confirmed. Scavolia's happy. Our mission is to ascertain Necron threats and destroy it. That is true. Statement agreement, agreement addendum. Gathering such knowledge, certain to help overall mission. Conversation terminated. Forgiveness requested. Research commences immediately. Okay, she backs down a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then we'll continue on with our playthrough. Okay, I'm back after a short commercial break. Actually, that wouldn't. I think you can do that on Twitch, but I don't think you can do that on YouTube, even if you're partnered. Like, you can't just play a commercial while you're away. And I understand that, like, some people would abuse that, but at the same time, I like this. I like this free collect cognition points from enemies. I remember getting this item in a different playthrough, and it was one of my favorite items. But I know it would be abused by some people, but I think it's one of those things where even if it gets abused a little bit, it's nice to give people something to watch while you're away. Because if I'm just away from the screen, it's just a screen. I mean, it might as well be a commercial or something, you know? Because it's not really like I don't make like any money off YouTube pretty much, but it would just be nice to have something playing, or maybe that's something I could figure out. Like I should record like pre-record something so I can put it and just have it be like my own commercial and just play it whenever I'm away. Maybe I make like some fake commercials about nonsense. Because if you like the jump, funny thing, I accidentally left and got an ad right before you talked again. Oh, so maybe it does autoplay it. Huh. Number one, that'd be super creepy if YouTube has a built-in thing that can tell when I say that I'm gonna be away from the computer. Um, I didn't even know it was showing ads. Does it show ads a lot? Because I said yeah to monetization because I didn't really think much of it, but that's really strange that it's showing ads. Yeah, exactly. Something like join this Guitar Legion today. Just something fun and creative. So I'm gonna upgrade this guy. I'm gonna continue my journey down this path. I don't think every time I come back from a mission, if it's successful, I'm gonna buy another augmentation. And it might not be the wisest thing, but it'll be a thing I do. Also, is that a fidget spinner? What is this thing? Is it this thing? No? What the hell is this? Like, little Mickey Mouse thing. But yeah, I should do that. I should make some commercials, fake commercials. I'm really enjoying this. I didn't know what I would think when I started streaming. I was kind of like, maybe I'll hate it, maybe I'll love it, and I ended up having a lot of fun, so it's something I'd probably want to continue. And so investing some time into making some stuff would be pretty fun. Oh no, I left the stream, then returned. That's what happened. Oh, okay, so it wasn't a commercial, it was just you walked away and you just came back and it happened to be at the same time. Yeah, because I don't think it shows any commercials while you're streaming on YouTube. So what do I have here? I'm taking this. I think this is better than the armor. Gives more HP, more mobility. Let's see, what else do I want to do? I wonder when I get my next Tech Priest. Because this guy's 240 to upgrade. There has to be something in these slots. I'm guessing you can get up to 6 Tech Priests, based on what I'm seeing here. This guy's too expensive to upgrade anymore. This guy's 240, so both the Tech Priests are 240. I'm going to upgrade this guy, because he gets Machine Spear attacks deal 2 damage, versus this guy who says +1 cognition point gained on killing a target. That's pretty good. Scanners have -1 cooldown. Versus the other guy who has power field generators. Okay. And then this gives a bunch of movement and damage. This gives a lot. Fill cognition gauge. Okay, I think I'm just gonna upgrade this guy, honestly. Just because I am very cognition hungry. I am the hungriest cognition user in the world. And I've made many mistakes that have made it very important that I can get as much cognition as I can. So let's see what I have for missions. I remember seeing that 3-circle thing on the Skitari. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So let's see what we have for missions now. We have a normal mission. What the hell is this thing? I like it. 4 cognition points. Oh my god. It's the same as a Volkite Blaster, but it destroys armor. This is a Plasma Culverin. Oh, okay, so it's a way to make a Tech Priest into a Cataphron Destroyer. This does not seem particularly better than the Volkite Blaster, so I don't really care. Huh. Okay, so this is like the Claw, but it's a lot more augmentation. Okay, I get it. I get it. So basically, if you go Engine Seer, you can make a guy be very good at healing, even with the basic Claw, or you can spend a bunch of augmentation points to get the Claw. Okay, that's interesting. This is whatever. This is also whatever. This is whatever. Kefra is here. Vanguard level 2. Oh, another Tech Priest. I like that. Gain an additional Tech Priest. That's what I want. Find Adamantium Alloy. Extra 2 cognition points directly from target. Okay. Blackstone. A lot of Blackstone. But there's a Destroyer. I'm kind of scared of Destroyers. This is still a hard mode one. This is the Destroyer gun. Yeah, it is. Literally, it just slaps a Destroyer gun. That would actually be a cool conversion. I bet there's some conversion someone can do with that. Does that mean the Tech Priest could kill itself with the gun? Oh, actually, so here's a funny thing. That or explode, yeah. So I'm right now, I was working on the video for tomorrow, and the video for tomorrow is Death Guard, troops, and transports. You can put a plasma gun on a Death Guard Rhino, and if you overcharge the plasma gun on the Death Guard Rhino, it says if you roll a 1, you destroy the model. And I'm pretty sure that's just the wording of a normal plasma gun, because I was looking up on like Wikipedia or whatever. But imagine you overcharge a plasma gun on a full health Rhino, you make one shot, and then your 80-point Rhino with 10 Plague Marines or whatever explodes and creates a bunch of damage in mortal wounds from exploding onto the Plague Marines. It's just like, they really did not think that one through, did they? I think I do this one. Destroy the statue of Agrolek. Triarch Praetorian, okay, Deathmark, Anchorite, a Necron Warrior, and a Necron Destroyer. I really don't want to fail this mission. I'm kind of scared to do this mission because I don't want to fail it. Because there's a Tech Priest on the line. This is the scary thing, is I failed a lot of very important missions. And I think I'm going to hold off on one round of Kefra. Just because I think I can get some upgrades and do her thing. And I think if I do this, guys, I get a lot of Blackstone. I get whatever this is, which isn't that important to me. And I get to test my skill against the Necron Destroyer. Or I can go here. I can test my skill against a Praetorian. I haven't really played against a Praetorian. I think I do her mission. Because even if I fail, I don't really lose anything for failing this one. Let's do that. Pardon me. Nope, don't want that guy. I like my... Oh, I don't even have enough cognition points. That's gross. Okay, there we go. Or sorry, I don't have enough Blackstone to hire mercenaries. Artifact research ceased. Obstruction can overcome, defeated, conquered. Wait, so a big rhino, a tank, just explodes from a plasma coil, overheating and creating a sinkhole? Apparently. It's crazy. I don't get why it doesn't just cause a single mortal wound like it used to, or whatever. It it's absolutely insane that whenever you overcharge a plasma of any type, it just randomly explodes and destroys the model. That makes sense on weapons. What they should have done. Okay, this is what they should have done. They should have said, okay, plasma guns of any kind or plasma culverins or anything deal 1 damage, 1 mortal wound to the target when it overheats and you roll a 1. On submodels, they should have put a rule that says selectively when this overheats, if it takes a mortal wound from an overheated plasma weapon, it is destroyed. So they could have decided on selective models if it overheats, it's destroyed. Instead, they chose to do it in such a way that everything explodes when it overheats to the point where even the way it's worded now, an entire Death Guard Rhino, the Death Guard, who can pretty much blow up and still be walking, explode if they take a combi plasma. It's insane. Artifact requires key if possessed key equals true. Research continues. Skitari intelligence report summary. Key in possession of Lieutenant of Lord Aurgalak. So here's a question. So I know a little bit about coding. I really need to learn more about it. I need to just take the time and learn it. But I feel no, equals is true. Right. I was gonna say is it equals, but equals is when you're setting a value to something. Never mind. My mistake. Must be down killed. Sounds good. So it seems Nurgle plasma coils did expire, so it could be a lore friendly. I guess so. I mean, it's insane. Like, I've seen some lists. There's one list that took plasma guns on Plague Marines, which was kind of cool, and that's one thing I talk about. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Again, maybe I should be like expressing a little more of this kind of emotion during some of my videos because I feel like maybe sometimes I'm a little dull. Or should just be like, oh yeah, like this is kind of crazy and stuff. And I've been trying to do that more. I've been doing less of a script and more of a like a note style. So when I'm reading it, it's a series of notes and I just kind of talk about it. And that's how kind of the named HQ video happened for the Necrons. So it was basically I had no idea how long that video would be until I started making it, and that's kind of how I'm doing the Death Guard one right now. And it's been fun because it gives me a little bit of ability to kind of figure out new ways of doing things. Because I felt like I did the Sister series. The Sister series, when I did it, it was all notes. Well, not all notes, it was all script. And I felt like that restricted things and made things really short because I was more. I felt more like I was just reading the codex as opposed to actually providing my own insights into things. And I think that was just because I didn't want to do it wrong, and I think that was ultimately wrong in the long run. But don't remember the if statement. Yeah, or if or anything of that. But it feels like a tech priest. Yeah, you sometimes skip a few coding lines. It happens. You know, you wonder why your code doesn't work. You forgot a parenthesis somewhere. A huge mural depicts the artifact of Orgalek's tomb, a ring-shaped object. I can disfigure, I can document, or I can destroy. I'm going to document. Okay, that... What's it called? I'm going to go here. If it's a fight, I go here. There's a, what's it called? A glyph, so I could potentially heal. And then I go here. So this is a fight. It doesn't seem like I'm getting any of those missions, which are just like a choose your own option. Rod of the Covenant. These guys, so when I did and I still have this opinion. I don't like these guys in the Necron army. They've shown up in a lot of really good lists, but I am kind of worried about it. And I think Oricon is a reason to play these guys. I think like, well, no, these guys are a reason to play Oricon. Let me get that right. Oricon is not a reason to play these guys. These guys are a reason to play Oricon because they're pretty good, but they're still a bit awkward even with Oricon just because of his mobility and everything else. I do think there's a way of playing these guys. I think they're fine, but it's also interesting because we're seeing more Scorpic Destroyers come back into the meta, which is kind of cool. Oh, in high school I did coding. Oh, jeez. That makes me feel old. Uh, in high school, I think. I remember, okay, it wasn't high school, it was elementary school. We still had floppy disks and we had all of that, and we had number munchers and things like that. So probably by high school, we probably had a coding class. I just didn't know about it. We did stuff like Dreamweaver web design in middle school, I think. So I felt the pain praying to the god of hope of CodeWorks. Yeah, I know the feeling. I took a few coding classes in college. I wish I did more with it. I think coding is something that everyone should learn to a certain extent. And I've actually started working on a little home lab self-hosted server, and I definitely have been slacking on it. But I think the more we can learn on how to host our own information and the more we can do with hosted material, the better off we'll be, because there's so much you can do with coding, there's so much you can do with all of these things, and I think we overlook it. And especially now with, I understand there's a chip shortage, but with RAM being so cheap and everything else, there's a lot of opportunity to potentially do some really cool stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of times I feel like people don't take advantage of it, considering how easy it is to get into some of it. And even I, like, every now and then I'll read some coding stuff, but I feel like I slack on it so much, and I wish there was a way that got people into coding, and maybe this is something I should do at some point. Like, why can't I scan this guy? Oh man, he's 1 point away from death. That's upsetting. But yeah, I feel like we need to find a way to encourage. What is this? Is this? Oh, okay, this is static ability. All the active abilities are here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. I've had some wine, so I'm in a rambling mood. Alright, the elementary we had one day to do animation. It was fun. Oh, it sounds like a great school. Okay, my school wasn't bad. I had workshop, woodworking class, and things like that in middle school, and we had all kinds of things. Again, anything that's like kind of a creative thing, I really enjoy. I think we need as much creativity as we can, and I always find it sad when that's overlooked. Is there any Canoptic Scarabs in this map? There aren't, so I don't have to really worry about these guys getting healed. That's annoying, because now I have to, like, cleanse this guy. And it's 4 damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, okay, so these guys do physical. So it's not just the flayed ones. I mean, these guys do physical too, but it's, you know, it's different. Okay, that's annoying. But yeah. No, I think that's something... Ooh, nice, I got the point from that. I get to cleanse. And yeah, I think, you know, I think school should focus less on a lot of the general book learning, and I think they should focus more on a lot of the creativity and other aspects that students can benefit from. Because I've always been a creative person, but I feel like to some extent there was an element of disservice done in the sense that I never, you know, benefited from. I never had the opportunity to kind of take advantage of some of the stuff. And that's not a woe is me thing, because at the end of the day, like, I'm still doing fine, I'm still doing great, there's a lot of benefits to the education I got, but I just think there could have been so much more as a whole. I should have moved here, because I could have healed this guy, but whoops. Also, that's the nice thing about all my guys having axes. They can actually do some damage to these guys. A bit awkward, but okay. Well, I want to heal. I also screwed up. I should have changed Mechanical to the one that heals 16 health, because I have enough units with enough health for it to matter. But I also want to deploy units, and I have this 5 health Mechanical. Elementary had a 1-day 2-day animation. Oh yes, I agree. It is easy to get in, but to master is to be depressed all the time. If you want to humor video based on coding, you should see the TF2 coding video. They show comments in the code. Yeah, no, this is, I know the pain of those people. I again, even in engineering, there's so many things I could have done if I knew coding better. And it's still time. Like, I don't know why I'm saying this as if like also, why didn't I use those points? I should have used these points to heal. I'm bad. Okay, so the reason I'm bad is because ultimately I was going to drain those points anyway. I'm going to deploy these here, and I'm just going to make do with it. But let's just destroy this guy. Ooh, I should have hit this guy. Bit of a mistake, but live and learn. Anyway, yeah, that's the thing. Is I think a lot of people sometimes like don't learn something that they could learn as well, and that's just kind of true for anyone and everyone, including myself. I'm gonna blow this guy up before he takes that point there, and that's the nice thing about having a gun that doesn't use cognition points. So I can't move there, but I can move here, and I can lock this guy into combat, and I can extract the cognition point. See, this is why I like this item. Yeah. Even in animation, I still need to use coding commands like Maya, it brings nightmares. So tell me a bit about the animation world. Like I said, I always enjoy learning about it, and I think animation is a very cool topic, and it's one that people don't talk about a lot because, I don't know, I watch a lot of like, even like small animators and stuff like that. It's always cool to see what they're doing, and I know it takes a ton of time, just like an insane amount of time to like do even simple animation, and people undervalue the value of that in so many cases. The robot gets slingshotted a little bit. Well, that's just rude. Look at this guy. He just ducks out of this combat here. Oh, this guy moved through this for no reason. Who's he gonna target? Okay, he targets this guy. That's a little awkward. Well, number one, I'm just gonna destroy this guy. And I'm out of range with that guy. I don't like acanthrites. That's my stance. That's my... If I had to make a political platform, it would be the anti-acanthrite platform. And acanthrite is actually a real word, so I probably offended some kind of demographic. I don't think anyone uses acanthrite. Well, they do. It's some kind of runoff on some kind of process, so there is use to it, but I don't think it's like something anyone really, you know, particularly has a lot of. Well, okay, good to know. This guy has a ton of armor. I'm gonna leave him standing. I think I can destroy him. The acanthite there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna move here. I can grab a command point. Can I get to this guy? If not, I should just move to the warrior. I can't get to this guy, so I should just move to warrior. Maybe that's the right move anyway. Because if I move... That's the one annoying thing, is if you mouse over these guys, your screen kind of moves. So if I move here, I can't... If I move here, here is better. And the reason being is I can use the mechadendrites to hit the warrior. It's going to do 0, but anyway, it doesn't push him back because there's nowhere for him to go. If I went here, he pushes back there. So I can hit him here, and it's not going to do as much as I want, but okay. It did a ton of damage, so I said it wasn't going to do much, but then it did, and then I cleanse this guy. And then I say pass. There'll probably be a couple warriors spawning from here at some point. I don't need to spawn these. Ooh, I can get the Vanguard into there. Or the Ranger Alpha. Yeah, you know. Is what it is. I want to smack this guy first. Hopefully it does as much damage as I can. He has a lot of armor. 6 damage. Very respectable. Then I can try to push him back. Okay. Then I can zap him with this. He seems to be flying. Okay, he's not flying. And then I can grab this. Oh, there's an immortal here that I've just been ignoring. Whatever, I'll kill this guy. Just kind of run off. I forgot all about this immortal. Whoops. Where can I get to? Nowhere particularly useful, but I don't want to give up any of my movements, so I'm just gonna move all the way out here. Let's see. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat as well. Wait, did the robot use this thing? Oh, beginner in college. Oh yes, looking back, like in 1970 Superman, you could see that the thing holding animation back is one word, money. Yeah, 100%. But yes, animation does take time, especially if program crashes on you, making you lose all of your data. Yep, I've had that happen when recording videos and stuff. Meaning you start from scratch for 3D times for the third time. Save often. That's all I can say. Because you somehow repeated the same mistake of not saving. Yep, exactly. Yeah, no, I'll 100% say it. I think people underestimate creative processes. And what I mean by that... Oh, this guy dodged. That's cool. I think a lot of times people hear about something and they think it's super easy because they see, again, someone sees like 30 seconds of animation. They don't realize the hours that went behind it. And same thing with video creation. Like, and this isn't to say that whatever I do is particularly that exciting or that important. It's more because I know a lot of times people talk about it from their own reference, and I'm talking about the concept from my own perspective in a sense, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, obviously, I'm referencing what I do to a certain extent. However, you know, there's a lot of background work that people don't notice, and like my videos don't take that much time. Not in a negative way, it's just like I have a very simple, like the video images and everything are relatively simple in comparison to what some people do, and I'm sure like I've seen some of Auspec's tactics work and stuff like that, and I like what he does and like everything, and don't get me wrong, this isn't to like say anything bad about him. It's he has a similar kind of framing, I guess, as I do. So what it is the, and this is just because a lot of it's to do with like the video not being as this is gonna spawn some guys here, I'm 100% sure. Like when you're listening to a lot of like Warhammer content and stuff, you're not necessarily listening to see like images, you're not like watching it for the cinematic quality. Okay, kill all enemies, so it's gonna spawn these two, and then I have to just destroy them. Either that, or just, okay, no threats remaining, that works too. But yeah, so like, I can put slides up. I'm essentially doing a PowerPoint when I make my videos. And Auspec's Tactics and some of these other guys are doing the same thing, and that's fine because the content isn't the visuals, the content is the information behind it. And it's a great way to start for people who aren't particularly good at editing visual content and everything of that nature. And the thing is, though, it still takes a lot of time. And I'm sure he puts in a ton of time editing his content because you still want it to look somewhat good, even if the visuals aren't the main selling point. And maybe it's a element of like I'm not familiar with the software as much as I should be, but editing down the audio and everything else to edit out the breathing and everything else. And I've learned the software significantly better over time, so I've found a lot of ways to shortcut things. But even then, it's still a lot of work, and I think that's what people don't necessarily always see when they're watching a piece of content. They see it and it's like, oh, well, it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then they kind of miss. And not only that, but all the research and everything else. If you're already into what it is, but like a lot of my time goes into like reading codexes and things like that. And that's not just because of the content that I'm making, it's something that I want to learn. So it's a dual purpose situation. Repeat the same mistake. Oh yeah, 15-second clip took me like in a way a day in total because I needed to also make the background and items in the animation. Yeah, animation is the most time intensive video content out there. And that's actually something that YouTube had a big issue with for a long time because I followed several animators. And I remember there was a big situation where when YouTube changed the monetization, how it worked, and the reason why you see a lot of these storytime animators who have very simplistic styles, but they supplement it with kind of a story and everything else, is because it's a very quick animation style to do, and it's a very easy, repetitious one in a certain sense. And again, easy doesn't mean it doesn't take any time or effort. It easy is like it's just the least time intensive, even though it's still very time intensive. But they can put out content very quickly, and even then, a lot of the big animators, the storytime animators, they still hire on people to do a lot of the animation behind the scenes. So like once they became popular, I think the biggest one for a long time was like the Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animation, stuff like that. I haven't really watched their content that much, but I just know kind of the thing that is behind the scenes, and they definitely outsource a lot of their work, and they have to. There's no way you can make videos as consistently as they do and do it yourself. Like so many of these things have to be kind of outsourced, and there's so many creators that do that, and I think that's something cool. I think that it gives opportunity to like up and coming creators, and I think there should be more of that. I think that's something that the Warhammer community doesn't do as much. The Warhammer community should probably say, okay, well, how can we take some of the things that are happening here? And I think Baltimore did that a little bit. Baltimore hired, or he didn't hire, but he collaborated with a few of the like lore YouTubers for Warhammer 40K, and he brought them in and had them do some voicing, and I thought that was really cool. I was like, okay, these guys are doing stuff like together, and they're kind of improving it. But I wish he brought in some smaller names in the lore sector so that he could have found people who said, okay, these are up and comers. Maybe their channel doesn't make any money, and he found some way of like helping them out to get to that point where they might be able to put in more time because they were earning something off their channel, kind of thing. Because YouTube's hard. Like, YouTube does not pay well until like you're a big creator, and I can do it because I don't. For me, it's not a source of income. It's just something I do for the fun of it. Like these streams are just for the fun of it. Versus certain people who want to, these bigger channels that do make a living off it, they do have to take that into account because a lot of their revenue might come from it. And, it's interesting to think about what other avenues they can go through in terms of that matter. Anyway, back to the game. I want to rant there. That's what I like doing. I like ranting. And, let's see. So we have a big statue of Agrelak. Aren't we here to destroy statues? I feel like we're here to destroy these statues. Or no, we're here to find a key. That's what it was. Go in the direction that it's pointing to. Forsake, find another route entirely. Follow, go in the direction... Wait. Mistrust, go in the direction... Oh, okay, that's not pointing to. Or follow it. I feel like the Necrons are robotic. They're not very known for deception. So I'm going to follow. Aha. It worked out. Oh yeah, the storytime animators need to hire animators that do in-betweens. Yeah, like they're using the easiest style of animation. And again, easy does not mean easy in the sense that it doesn't take any effort. It's just like they're using the one that's the most efficient in terms of time, and they still need to hire people. So it shows like how undervalued that realm of scope is, but I think there's also a lot of opportunity because we've seen some animation houses kind of rise up. Um, oh shit, I don't know. Okay, I know these glyphs. This thing's bad. This thing's good. Or, well, this thing's 100% bad. This thing might be good. So let's find out if this is good. Um, it's bad, but it's not as bad as the other one, which I think damaged us. But we'll find out. Maybe, I wonder if the glyphs are relative to the two glyphs, so maybe it's not that they're always the same. Maybe it's like, depending on the combination, one does one thing and one does the other thing. What's this? Um, oh. Confirmed low data. Detecting large anti-void forces forming for... The game did not warn me that this guy would be here. That's terrifying. That's a Necron Lord. Not peak of Necron hierarchy, have instincts for more deadly forms. This form is a threat, still ensure execution early too. Yeah, this guy's a lord. He's not an overlord or anything of that nature, but still pretty scary. Good. Wait, bad. Did it remove 2 bar progress or add 2? It added 2, but it could be good in the sense that it didn't. So maybe they get worse over time, and adding 2 bars might be less worse than the other option, or the other option might have been less worse than the other one. But there's like the one that heals that we know, that's the green. But maybe they, like I said, maybe they're combinations. Yeah. Ooh, this music's jamming. Okay, 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 okay. We got to figure this one out. Okay, so we have a Praetorian. We have a Necron Warrior. We have an Immortal. We have El Presidente. And we have a tomb that spawns, 2 tombs that spawn, 1 tomb that spawns, 1 tomb, 1 tomb. Because this tomb spawned this guy, I guess. Well, I don't want to deploy any guys. At least I don't think I do. Because these are all very narrow corridors. I can deploy them after the fact. I want my zappy guy up front. This guy is the one who's the best at scanning. I guess I just do like a forward position because I don't think anything comes out of here unless there's like a platform that pops up somewhere here. But I don't think that's the case. And if I set up any troops, it's not going to be good. Yeah, I think I just hang back and I just let the Praetorians come to me. What is this? Is this a Praetorian? Is this a Necron? Okay, it's a Praetorian. I totally guessed that. I don't know how you know. So this is my big gun guy. Well, I'm gonna exhaust a little bit to do 1 damage. Okay, so my thing is confirmed. Immortals have a butt ton of armor. So knowing that, I'm just gonna Volkite blast this Immortal. And then potentially even move into combat with it, just to be a pain in the butt for it. Oh yeah, I forgot the famous acronym in animation, which is KS. I mean, yeah, no. Like, there's a lot of animators who take a lot of. It's like the internet historian and other people. Like, sometimes there's value to taking more time and just putting out something that's rarer, but people will support you. So this is an interesting one. I think is if you've ever seen the animator Felix Cosgrove. Um, I like his animation. He's kind of a trippy guy and stuff like that. So I can extract the command point from this guy. Um, I like his work a lot, and I think it's something that shows like he eventually made a Patreon, and for a long time he didn't have one, which was really strange. But I think that's one of those things where more animators should take advantage of some of the external forces out there in order to be able to produce a product that doesn't necessarily conform to the convention. And that's easy to say and it's hard to implement because it's like, oh yeah, just like make a thing and people will pay you. Well, that's not always true. People don't always pay you for stuff. And sometimes you make something and it's just not popular for whatever reason, and all of that, but ow. It's not that much damage. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just difficult to quantify. Oh, you know the acronym? Yeah, everyone does. That's a pretty common acronym, which is a good for video makers as well in a way. Yeah, I mean, here's one thing I like learned as a video maker as a whole. So many times you spend a ton of time working on something that's very important to you that the audience doesn't necessarily care about. And what it's such to say is like there have been things that I've like sweated about and then I found out like, oh yeah, and it's not that like it's not a malicious thing, you know? It's just like cuz it's the same thing I do with painting. So like when I paint a model and I post it, I always feel super terrible about it cuz I always feel like it's really there's a lot of errors. But when I step away from the model for about a week, let's say, and I come back to it a week later or so, I feel a lot better about it. And the reason for that, I realized pretty quickly, is that so to put it this way, the reason it's so much easier. I wonder if I could scan this thing. No, I can't scan this thing. Is that when you first painted the model, you see all the little errors that you made that normal people, or not normal people, but like people who aren't you, don't see. Because the people who aren't you don't see the weird errors you made when painting because they're so specific to what you've done. And because they don't see it, they have a much better impression of the model than you do. And ultimately, those. So I'm going to move here because this guy is going to have to move away. I'm going to be able to whack him with my axe and it gets me closer to this thing. But yeah, they don't see those errors, not because they're not sophisticated in the topic or whatever. It's because you were the one who did it, so you're the one who physically saw the errors happen as they happened. But because you step away for a week or a month or whatever, you've forgotten where those errors are, and all of a sudden you can look back in your work and enjoy it a lot more. And the same happens with video editing or animation editing or anything else. When you're working on something, you're very involved in the process, so you're much more likely to continuously tinker with something that might not be necessarily valuable to the viewer because they won't notice it. It's not that it's
bad. It's just that it's not something that they care about. Like, there have been so many times where I worked on something for so long and just kind of thought, oh, this is going to be like a big thing. And then nobody noticed it. Like, when I reduced some of the quality in certain things I was super worried about and worked on for a very long time, and then it didn't even matter. It felt weird, but at the same time, it made me realize that maybe I was worried about something that wasn't, pardon me, that wasn't necessarily relevant to what I was doing, and there were things that I could spend more time focusing on. My favorite on YouTube is Felix on YouTube. Dude makes trippy and weird stuff. Yeah, dude. Felix, I got into his stuff. I'll tell you, the first video I saw was Double King. And Double King was a very interesting thing he made. Also, I kind of screwed up because I should have moved away first to get the opportunity attack out of the way, but whatever. It's only 2 extra damage at most. Ooh. I have enough points to do that. But yeah, Double King was really cool. I didn't like as much of his newer stuff, but Double King, Pigpen, stuff like that, was a really big fan of that stuff. I just need to avoid this guy getting to me too quickly. Because he's doing something. That's some kind of aura. Oh yes, when painting I made errors that I thought were bad, but in reality, in a way, helped the model because in your mind you created the best painted mini and only see the errors. Yeah, exactly. It's so easy to get focused on. It's like the forest for the trees. It's so easy to get focused on that one error, and so many times I'll like stare at like a model and be like, oh my god, this error is so egregious, but in reality, like, I step away from it for a week and I just completely forget that that's an issue. And I'm going to use the Mechanical to heal this guy up like 10 points. Also, I forgot to switch to Mechanical out again. And then, that's something I just messed up on, but that's fine. Ooh, I got a cognition point. I'm always so happy when I get that 1 point. Like, I'm probably overly happy by it. Let's see if I can scan this. Oh, here's a question. Okay, no. So I'm pretty sure this guy has the thing that lets me get all the cognition points when I scan it. It does not work with the scanner. It only works when it scans with the servo skull. And that's an important facet. Okay, so this guy goes last, so I'm going to be able to heal him up. I'm going to move this guy here, because I need to spend a cognition point to get him over there anyway. And then I'm going to... It's a little annoying because it sets me up on a weird path. Maybe I can scan this anyway, but... Okay. So now we know what these guys' stats are. These guys are very tanky. Which is... Oh, and I can't even move there. Whatever. Yeah, I can get the cognition point. So the reason I want the point is so I can set up another unit at the start. But it's interesting how tanky these guys are, considering in game they're like the opposite of tanky. Okay, so I'm gonna heal the crap out of this guy. Yeah, these guys are like the opposite of tanky. They're very mobile and they have a lot of damage, but it's kind of funny that they're... Oh, huh. That's interesting. I think I just move here. Well, is there anywhere I can move where... Yeah, screw it. Oh! Not even attack opportunity. Now this guy has to move, and I can kind of be a pain to him. Do you know an animation's based on ones or twos? You mean like a binary animation? Not really, honestly. If that's the case, no. I'm gonna set up a servitor. Actually, no. I'm gonna set up this guy. Not this guy. No, I don't want the servitor. Go away. Servitor is gonna be fodder for. That might be a risky place because there's a warrior there. There's a praetorian there, but I think this is a good place. This guy's gonna run up, smack this guy. Probably not do as much as I would hope to, but at least it annoys him. Okay. I think it shatters armor is also what this guy does. Well, I can do 1 damage. I can try to gain condition points, but... Ooh. That was good. But... Well, if I gain a cognition point, and I get in range of this guy... Oh, so this guy destroys armor too. Okay, so he actually... When I see that minus whatever, it's actually, like, relevant. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a big deal when you deal with these tanky things. But I can take a cognition point from this guy. So I gain the point back I used up. I lose the damage, though. But if I deal 3 here... Okay, if I critical here... I can't do that, but I can't... No, I can't do that. Okay, I can move here, and I can potentially do something... I really don't want to use that on either. But I guess if I just poke this guy... Okay. That kind of did nothing. That was bad. That accomplished nothing. And this guy's getting closer and closer. Oh, he like reanimates stuff. That's scary.
When animators talk about 1s and 2s, it means how many frames a drawing is on per frame, i.e. 1 drawing for 2 frames or 1 drawing per frame. It doesn't always mean all animation follows this rule, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know that much about it. I know more about like the labor intensity of it and less about the technical stuff. Like the technical stuff I know is mostly stuff I heard from like random animators and things like that. Oh, this guy's probably dead. There we go. So I want to set up a servitor to just like body block this guy. Oh, that hurt. Well, that's annoying that this guy healed that much of this guy's health. So once this guy kind of reached us, we kind of have to. I have no mechanicals left. I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna give this guy an attack opportunity. Well, that's annoying. Well, he deals 2 damage because I heal 1. Yeah, let's start putting away damage at this guy. Maybe I can take apart his armor. Well, it's not until another round until I get this guy going. So I don't have to worry necessarily about command points. So I can probably heal a bit. Can't heal this guy. I can heal this guy. I think I heal this guy just for the sake of brevity. But I also get a command point back. Ooh, right, this guy gets 2 command points because he's that guy. Let's see. Scary thing is I have to put pretty much all my damage into this guy. That guy has 35 points of health. Holy crap. Okay, run and hide. Oh, what am I supposed to do with that? Now let's destroy this guy. So I either destroy everything... Okay, so what do I have before the new round? Nothing. So this guy's going to get healed to full, so everything I did to him was pointless. Let's see if this guy heals. Maybe this guy doesn't heal, so maybe that's what it is. is I just have to like keep poking away at him. Maybe I can just like body black him with this guy. It's not the best proposition, but at least I can like maybe do some damage. Wait, but hold on. So it's a new round, but I never did anything with this guy. Oh, but he's the first to move. Okay, so before this guy gets a move, I get to do my things with these two guys. Okay, so it was just the round of the order. Okay, I get what's going on here. That's a little awkward, but okay. Yeah, so it's a new round here. Okay, I get what happened there. Tim Gorodnitsky, I want to say. Hey, Tech Priest, I'm a new 40k player, and your Necron videos have really helped me with building my first list. Thank you so much. Hey, happy to be of help, man. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I'm killing your people here, but, you know, we're all friends. Let me taunt. Oh, I can taunt. Also, that was a potentially bad move. Because what happens here is I have a really hard targeting line with my Volkite Blaster. And my Volkite Blaster is what's going to do the work here. And now I can't even get this guy in range. But this guy wasn't going to do anything to begin with, so... let's move him here. Maybe he can avoid fire from this guy. He seems to have drawn attention. But I'll hit there. This guy heals up, which sucks. Make a move here. Maybe I can get line of fire. I can. Okay, that's good. 7 damage. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. Okay, we're doing some work. I'm going to move here. I'm going to grab these cognition points. I'm going to whack this Necron. Wait, but don't Necrons hate Necrons? Yes. Merely delaying them. That is also true. Because political power is Necrons? Something like that. I'm going to leave this guy's health thing up. Wait, what the hell is this thing? There was a Praetorian that spawned back here. Well, okay. That's fine, too. This guy, okay. I guess the damage going on this guy is better than going on this guy. Oh, this is scary. I have to kill all the enemies, so I have to destroy this lord. I guess the point of this mission is that I should have probably, like, hung back here and let the lord walk so that the lord kept healing stuff out of range and then just destroy as much as I could. And then try to pick a fight with the lord. But that's not necessarily what happened. So, yeah, you know. Maybe I can still do it. I can still probably make it. Okay, so he doesn't seem to be healing himself, which is good. So maybe, like, if I just keep blasting him, eventually he'll go down. I definitely need to... Well, let's go over here, grab some stuff. Go over here and annoy a Necron warrior. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I could have angled that so I didn't push it back. Merely delaying them. Oh, man. Well. Okay. So this guy can run over here. He can go... Bam! Because this guy has no armor for energy attacks. And then... he's going to run back here. To be fair, that Servitor did a decent amount of work. What do I have here? A couple ignore armor pistols. Actually, this guy might be pretty close to dead. Wow, 4 damage. Shit. Well, this guy gets an attack opportunity. This guy gets an attack opportunity. I feel like if I do that, I'm just dead. This already got taken, but I still have a Servo Skull. I'm going to heal my own guy. Maybe you can just kind of hold the line. 2 HP is not what I wanted to see. I wanted like 4. I wanted like 12. Just wanted to get like hit points that didn't even exist on this guy. So this guy passes. I guess I can do this. Like, I guess I can put 1 damage on this guy. Like, just knock him back. I don't know. Does nothing, but does give me a little breathing room. Alright, one sec. Alright, Tech Priest with the auto cannons on Striders hitting more shots. Do you think both versions be the same cost, but with increased profile increased by like 10 points? So instead of 75 points, they become 80 points? Oh, getting... oh my goodness, alright, capability say... we all have those issues. I don't know. I don't like making assumptions about points and stuff, because for all we know, there might be some ability that completely changes how the structure of... Oh, maybe I should random him into here, because he does reduce armor, but... you know. It's always hard, because it's one of those things where it's like... I can say all kinds of things and be like, oh, this is what it is, or this is what it isn't, and at the end of the day, it's not as simple as that in many cases. And this guy gets attack opportunities for like 1 damage. Yeah, 1 damage. It's a little annoying because I move away from him before he moves, but I'm trying to basically get in a position where I can do damage to the Lord and also heal this guy, which might be superfluous because he's not doing that poorly. But let's do... Hopefully I do maximum damage. 9 damage. Oh! Hold on. Ah. Wait, what happened? Why do I have so many command points? Huh. Oh, what's this guy? That's this guy. What's this guy? This guy's the most damaged. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna heal this guy. I somehow have like infinite command points. And I don't know how. I guess maybe if Machine Spirit, the Volkite Blaster, doesn't use command points. Let me read that ability. Cognition cost reduced by 1 command point. Okay. But still feels like I had too many by the end of that, because I had 3 left over. Okay, that's annoying. But that's also annoying. Remember, it's theory a rule theory, because the AdMech Reddit is slowly revealing the whole codex before GWs. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily that they're revealing it. It's what's happening is they're releasing the boxes, and because of all the delays, we're seeing the rules, and that's fine. It's annoying how badly delayed the codex got for essentially no reason. Okay, not essentially no reason. There was reason for it being delayed, obviously, but it would have been nice if they at least... Again, communication is not Games Workshop's best ability. Games Workshop could really work on improving that communication. That's all I can really say in that regard. Oh, good. Oh boy, maybe I should have held back on that. Well, Mechadendrite, go. Okay. I think I got this. I think I got the ability to destroy this lord here. See if what happens. Oh, there we go. Well, this guy does not have a Mechanic anymore. But I can just shoot this guy. I can walk over, smack this guy with a stick, heal up my other tech priest. This healing is absurd. I'm not gonna lie, like the fact that I can heal up all my tech priests so much, so maybe it's just like worth it to take like the super healing stick on them. Because every time, if this was 5 hit points every time, it would have been nuts. Oh. Or is that, didn't you send your Servo Skull with the dude that gets many CP? War of the Wolves is the one who does that. So, like, different guys do different things. That was that there, right there. So he got it from that. And that was a lot of words that kind of didn't add up to as much as they could have. So let me start blasting away at this guy. Like, mate, they taunted AdMech players on Twitter. Oh, yeah, they really should. Okay. So, Games Workshop probably has many different departments, and I've worked with British companies before in the past. British companies are not great at doing that thing where they communicate with themselves or the public, and they try to save face a lot of times, which does not help. Does not help. I'm not going to move this guy because he's going to just die. Yeah. It's sad. Like, I'm not going to lie. I wish Games Workshop did a better job of doing it. Because they're a global company. Like, at this point, they're very much capable of understanding certain things about the world that they should be able to understand. Unfortunately, they don't. And I don't want to say it's because they're bad people or anything. They're not. They're good people in their own right. They just probably have... I should have moved away and just shot something. This guy's the Volkite guy. I screwed that up. Damn, not letting Pyro Ranger and getting the final blow added salt to the wound of the Lord. Well, if I moved him away from, like, those 2 Praetorians, they assigned 2 Praetorians to you, sir. Oh, dodge. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can knock this guy away. If I can't, whatever. But... well, I'm taking a little bit of damage here. It's, you know, it's a decent amount. Okay, it's pretty good. See if I can break some armor on this guy. That was pretty good. Let me move towards the range of this guy, because I'm worried about the Praetorian. I'm not really worried about this Necron Warrior. Like, if this guy moves away. Ooh. Okay. Here's your chance to shine, Pyro. There we go. The guy who was holding you in check just got blown up. Well, I think I walk over. I poke this guy with a stick with the mechadendrites. I continue my walk. I pistol shot. Okay. I pistol shot again. And then I continue. Axe attack. Okay, so this guy just has like energy armor, so that's good. That's gonna do some work. I heal up. How much? 4? Okay, maximum health. Perfect, perfect. I send my servo skull over here. This is... who is this? Neocal, so he only gets 1 cognition point. But he has a scanner that I'm out of range for everything, so that's also good. Extra Necrons. Okay, so what do I get? A warrior? Praetorian? Oh, that's not nice. Yep, this guy just moves up. I should have probably delayed him. He has a lot of mobility, and there's no reason for me to use him the way I did. But, So I move here. I Volkite blast the Praetorian by grabbing a cognition point. And then when I move in range of this guy to melee attack him, I get all kinds of things. Machine Spirited. And then when this guy moves away, it's a bunch of bonus attacks, so he's probably going to explode. I can't use the Mechadendrites because it'll knock him away. I grab the cognition point. I swing at him here. 4 damage. Perfect, perfect. And then I heal my own guy. Excellent. There we go. Let's see. They're good old people. Yeah, they are. That's one of those things, you know. Old habits are hard to overcome. Uh-oh. This guy's gonna get murked. Did he dodge? He dodged! He dodged! Holy crap. He healed the crap out of himself. Oh. Let's see what happens. This will be interesting if he just, like, takes this guy out. I'm just gonna move him back and see what happens. Ah. How much health is this guy actually at? I'm gonna take cognition points, screw it. Oh, that's the guy who gets all the cognition points. So he gets an opportunity attack. Hopefully it's not 6. Okay, it's 4. That's pretty bad, but it's... I think this round is over. I think I win this mission pretty easily. That's pretty funny. He dodged. He was gonna explode. He just dodged. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This guy just does not go down. See if this guy can take out... See if Pyro can take out the Necron Warrior. But at least he'll reveal his stats. Yep, he took out, but takes out the Necron Warrior. And then... Let's see. This should be pretty much the end of this guy. Because I just poke him away. And then blast. So we defeated the boss. That was terrifying. That round. Damn, a tech priest that dodge? What is it? Tech priest that learns from Elder? I guess so. There we go. Statement expression of gratitude research protocols restarted. I echo Subdomina Kefra's inquiry. What does this artifact do? Poetic communication mode. It is a tantalizing mystery the blessed Omnissiah has placed before us to solve. Poetic communication mode ended. That's why I love Scavolia. She's just so brash about the way she addresses things. It's such a, you know, I'm gonna openly tell you what I'm doing, and everyone's gonna accept it kind of thing. I have compartmentalized a great deal of frustration regarding this artifact. Hope that it helps us explore these tombs and eliminate the threat within Scaevolia. If sufficient important equals false, Omnissiah would not have set in our path. Wait, did you find the way to unlock it? No, there's some ability that does it. Like there's something. I remember there was something that said like there's a dodge chance, and I think it's like one of the items. Like we'll go to a cohort because we got like Blackstone, so we'll go back and like take a look at. Wow, 140 Blackstone minus. Ah, that's painful. I got the plasma culverin. I'm gonna literally equip this onto a guy just to see what it looks like. Yeah, if that didn't take 3 augmentation slots, I'd use that. So let's see what we ended up with. 830, okay. Physical armor, pretty good. Next attack will break 4 energy armor, pretty good. 10 movement speed for round, okay. There's something that does it. I forgot what it is. Who was the guy who dodged? I think it was Neocal, who just like continued to dodge. I don't know. Immobilize the target? No. What lets him dodge? 3 movement speed. Machine spear 2 damage. I have no idea, but they dodged a bunch of attacks there. Maybe it's the other guy? Maybe it's War Wolves? One cognition point killing a target. Oh, that's probably where I'm getting these cognition points, is this guy's just destroying stuff. What does this do? What does this do? 2 HP max? No, no. Oh, this is what's doing it. These gloves. 20% dodge chance. So this guy just like literally tanked a crap ton of damage because of that dodge. That's insane. So if you're playing this, you get 20% dodge from going into the Lex Mechanica thing, and you get 2 hit points on top of that. So you have a 1 in 5 chance to dodge on top of getting 2 hit points. That's pretty ridiculous. That's really, really good. I mean, unlock Necron tool? I guess I did. Oh. It's one of those things where I have no idea what I'm actually gaining out of it. Ah, oh, this thing destroys so much armor. Let's see. I set out to upgrade this guy every, like, time I got a level. So let's upgrade this guy again. He gets 3 HP and 1 energy armor. Okay, whatever. It's the same as this, so it's basically, I guess that's the drawback of upgrading stuff. But let me unequip this. Let me unequip this. Let's see what this just looks like. It's kind of boring. It looks like a destroyer item, but it's not as exciting. I mean, if it was 1 command point less or 1 cognition point less, I would definitely use it over the Volkite Blaster, but use up so many slots. Like this uses up 2, this uses up 3. Use up 1 more cognition point. Yeah, it potentially blows up armor, but you know, whatever. And the next upgrade this guy gets at 353, he goes to full Dominus, which gives him a lot of range, gives him more critical, gives him more damage, and gives him more armor and tankiness. Now, the question is, do I just upgrade that to get... Ooh, wait. just to get that unlocked. Because I have so many abilities to generate cognition points. Or do I focus on my other tech priests? That's an interesting question. I still have an open slot on this guy. I don't want anything that uses cognition points. I have one Mechadendrite, I have one of these. I would have to unequip this to get rid of the melee weapon. Which is a little bit sad, because he does do something with that. But, I mean, I guess it's probably not that important, because he has the Volkite Blaster already. So he's doing quite a bit of damage, regardless. He gets double heal items. Ooh. Also, I never got gloves. Huh. I did get gloves. Let's get rid of that. Let's get this. Give him more energy armor. Yeah, I think he's good enough with the Volkite Blaster. I think that's the thing. Find out April 2022. But wait, in the new codex, would they fix the mechanicals of the Litany of the Electromancer or something on the charge? I wish. There's so many ways they could fix Litany of the Electromancer, but they don't. Again, there is the ability to switch to Litany of the Electromancer using the command point stratagem so that it activates instantly and you can potentially do damage, but it's such a marginal damage difference that it doesn't make sense why it's there. But in any case, I just realized I've been going for almost 3.5 hours. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, and I really appreciate it. It made this game super fun, but I think I should probably get some sleep, and I'm going to save the game, and we'll continue. Keep an eye out on my YouTube community posts, I guess that's what it's called, because I'll post next time I'm streaming. I'm going to try to do it sooner than later. Tomorrow's going to be the Death Guard video, troops and transports. Like, is it worth 2 command points? No, very rarely is it worth 2 command points. It's the opposite of being worth 2 command points. It's like, it's not good. There's very, very, very rare situations where it's worth 2 command points. Or even 1 command point. Let's say it's 1 command point, because I don't remember what the stratagem is off the top of my head in terms of cost, but no, it's not worth 2 command points. There might be some very, very fringe situation where it is, but most of the time, no. And the Exploding Rhino. The Exploding Rhino is a hero. But yeah, I'm going to make a comment on that. So I'm going to be recording it tomorrow morning, editing throughout the day. I've been behind on videos, unfortunately. I want to get back into the swing of having videos ready before, the release date. And hopefully I want to go back up to 2 videos a week. Streaming has allowed me to have some fun and do some more stuff that I normally wouldn't be able to, but still would be nice to get 2 videos out because I want to do more series content. And that's gonna be the title: Exploding Rhinos Galore. Nah, I'll find something. Maybe, I don't know. I have a few ideas for new formats and things like that, but yeah, thank you for tuning in. New video tomorrow, Troops and Transports. If you haven't seen the video for the Necrons named HQ choices, it's a really fun video. Really enjoyed making it, and I want to do more videos in that style. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great night, and see you guys later.